Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great again.
Trevor.
I mean, why does he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
This is the most pivotal moment in your life. This is the most pivotal moment in your life. There is a fork
Eric.
in the road.
Eric, I'm unable to pivot because of my chair.
There's a fork in the road.
Does this have 4 prongs or 3?
There's a fork.
If it had 3, it would be a trident.
Oh, thank you.
Let the man finish.
There's a fork in the road. And you got to make a decision right now, okay? You got to choose a forking path on this forked road, okay? You got to go left or you got to go right. Now, let me tell you, all right? On the left is a path of loneliness, okay? It's solitude. It's sadness. And on the right, it's community. It's happiness. It's camaraderie. It's love. And on the left is big old crocodile tears. And on the right is big warm bear hugs. All right? Now you got to choose this fork and fork. You got to make a forking decision, okay?
Did you say bear hugs?
Yeah, I said bear hugs. All right? So if you're here tonight,
It's not a bear.
if you're here tonight right now, if you're here, even if you're here later, even if it's not tonight, wherever you are, maybe it's another day. Maybe it's another forking dimension.
Yeah.
Right now, you're with us. So you chose the path on the right, the path of the righteous.
Whoa.
Thank you for joining us. This is the Tubcast. As always, I'm Eric, and I'm joined by Kyle,
Hey.
and there's Jeremy here,
me.
and there's Trevor,
Hi.
and there's Nathan.
Who's that?
Nathan's in TV. How's it going, crap box?
We thought we'd start.
You know it's going all right.
We started this 100 episodes off on the right foot.
Episode 1.
Oh man, it's good to be here. I'm excited. You know, I'm kind of pumped because we got a lot. I think all of our levels are high. We're all excited in our own little ways. We got a big weekend ahead of us. We got the Comic-Con. We're just
Flying high.
We're buzzing a bit.
We're not even sick of each other yet.
Not yet, but oh my gosh, by
Tomorrow.
Sunday night, if
Yeah.
there isn't one of us hasn't died from being murdered by the other one, that's gonna be a forking miracle.
Well, I'll be gone. So.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So we'll survive because
Luckily-
Trevor will be gone. He
Yeah.
won't be
Yeah.
driving us
Because
nuts.
Trevor, you're the one who's the most
Yeah.
annoying
I am
constantly.
I'm a very
It's not
aggressive
myself or
personality.
Eric or Kyle.
Yeah.
It's not the 3 of us.
Yeah, that's why we call him Trevor.
yeah, it's Trevor.
Yeah, I don't.
What are you laughing at?
what?
He's because he's angry. 'Cause he's Trevor.
Yeah, that's your aggression. Use your
Teddy wants to know if this is season 4. No.
No.
Their seasons are gone.
The seasons are gone. We eliminated those a long time ago.
This is season for the rest of your life. That's what this is. Because you know what I was talking about in the beginning of the show? There's that fork.
There's that fork.
And you chose the right side.
We went to the fork and we went to the right side.
And that's forever. That's
Well,
forever, friends.
That's the no more seasons.
That's BF
One
fork
of
and
us.
F.
It's
One
the
of us.
forever
Gabagoo.
season.
Gabagoo.
So you're saying when you're on the right side of the fork, and you only see one set of footprints.
That's when the Tubcast was
That's
carrying
when,
you.
That's when we're carrying you.
Look at all.
You gotta watch where we all put our hands.
Look at all this tub. All the tub bucks I have though.
We got a lot of tub bucks.
We got actual tub
Actual
bucks.
tub bucks.
And if you come to Comic-Con, woo, you might
Earn one.
You might find one somewhere.
Earn one.
try to get some of that tub buck for the audio listeners.
Yeah, get
Were
it.
you, were
You
you
hear
trying
that?
to have
That's
this
a
dinosaur
real
eat
tub
that,
buck.
It's
that
a literal. Look at that.
My Little Pony? Is that what was that?
What are you, Jer? Why are you worried about the
My Little
toys
Pony.
on the table?
I don't know.
Jeremy's worried about the little pony,
The
guys.
T-Rex is incapable of opening its mouth big enough to eat the pony.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Hello, TP Poker.
Yeah, we saw you.
I see the traditional greeting. One of these days, that's going to actually be a really sad greeting.
Yeah, then we're gonna cry. I hope that he just doesn't, like, in honor of her, he just doesn't greet us
Do it
that way.
then?
Like
Yeah.
once she passes, do us a
Yeah.
favor, TP. Just
Pick someone new.
don't put rest in peace, Betty White. Just leave it. Let her rest in peace for real.
Yeah.
You know.
And
And then we can all panic and cry.
Yeah, like when
Yeah.
we see you, just be
No,
like
no.
if she's
Just be
actually
like, just be like, hi.
yeah, that's what I was gonna
Say
say.
hey.
If she's actually gone, just be like hi, and then we'll know that it's over, that we lost, and then we'll get a copyright claim because we're gonna listen to that Golden Girls theme song.
no.
Yes, shut up.
No, that was just the no. The no that she can't be dead. No.
TP Poker.
No.
I agree with you.
Oh.
I don't believe she's going to pass away. I believe she will live forever.
Immortal.
No, I
She's-
thought Jeremy was going to say she's going to live until the rapture.
that would imply forever. I mean, if you're going to go there.
Well, yeah, I thought that's where you were going. I legitimately thought that was where you were going.
I think
with
it's I think it's just that the white in her name is because she avoids sun because she's a vampire.
Oh,
That would make sense because she doesn't look that much
She
older.
doesn't look a day older than she did on Golden Girls.
Yeah, so she must have been turned during Golden Girls,
Man,
maybe turned into a
I have
vampire.
to say though,
Was there like a Golden Girls Buffy crossover, maybe?
so
I think I remember
don't
that.
think so.
Yeah,
yeah, that makes a lot of.
No,
yeah.
there was
Buffy
not.
befriended
Possible.
them.
Buffy. That does sound like a grandmother's name, though. I think
I could see that.
like she probably smokes cigarettes.
Now I want to see Betty White.
Come give your
starring
grandma Buffy a
as-
kiss.
Buffy's here.
I
Did you
want
get she's a smoker,
Grandma
right?
Buffy? Or, did you get Grandma Buffy? Or,
No,
her
but seriously,
sticks?
can
Would
we
you
get,
like a hard candy?
Yes. No, but can we get Betty White starring as Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the
Oh
in
my
the
goodness.
older version of Buffy?
Talk to
like
Joss
she's all
Whedon.
grown up.
Hey.
Joss Whedon, if you're listening, make that
You
happen.
know,
Joss Whedon, if you're listening, I'd be very surprised.
Josh Whedon, if you're listening, go away. I hate you.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa!
anyways,
I don't like
Eric's
that.
just
I don't
upset
even know
because they
who you
canceled
are.
Firefly.
So you can just blend into the back.
yeah, I'm still upset about that one
Firefly
season.
wasn't that great.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, that season
Ah.
that really sucked.
Josh Whedon is overrated. Sorry.
I agree.
Thanks, Trevor. We agree on something. This is a heartfelt
Yeah.
moment.
Now I have to ask: do you like him? Do you like him better than Zack Snyder, or do you like Zack Snyder better?
Are you asking me?
Yeah,
Is that even a question?
I just wanted to make sure that I understood where you stood with things.
Screw Whedon forever, for eternity. Like, may he be in the devil's torture chamber. No, yeah, I don't care about Whedon. I think the fans put him on a pedestal and glorify his work as some sort of untouchable great thing, and I disagree.
I really did like the episode of The Office that he directed.
I wouldn't have been. It was indistinguishable from the rest.
I think it was the one where there was a bat flying around in the office.
I'm pretty sure the actors and the cameramen and everyone else just went like, "Who's that guy? We're doing a show here."
Jay Oliver's like, whoa, that's it, I'm leaving again.
So the lesson here is Jeremy does not subscribe to auteur theory.
No.
I don't know. Josh Whedon is fine, I'm sure. People like him, but I just don't. I don't get it.
It seems like, with the exception of Doctor Horrible Sing Along Vlog, it seems like all of his things all of his video movies I've seen are like, I don't know, they feel like almost exactly the same in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I blame him for the way Marvel movies all feel very
The same.
the same and very.
But really, that's
They're-
just because
they're
of the
good.
cameras they use.
They're
They all
good.
have to follow that color palette thing.
Oh, it's just they follow very similar beats. And
There
it's-
Because they're
were
comics.
there were like 4 or 5 movies that were made before he made one.
Yeah.
I know, but like they all kind of follow the Josh Whedon formula now. And I don't know, it produces a good but not great film, and it just, I don't know.
Don't you trash talk about Guardians.
Thank you for being a friend.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh no, is she
Travel
dead?
down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're
That
a
was a good one,
friend
Nathan.
and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew.
We're getting copyright infringement.
You would see the biggest gift would be for me, yeah. The card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you.
My mind
That was
just
really good.
I couldn't help it.
This was the best bit we've done.
I just had an idea and
Yeah.
I blew my own mind.
Oh,
That's
boy,
disgusting.
That's disgusting. Never tell anyone when that happened.
Please keep
Felt
that for
amazing.
yourself.
I'm curious. We'll talk after the show.
It's like when you get both sides. Never mind.
I'm still curious. We'll talk after the show.
So here's my thought. We could be like the golden guys when we're a bunch of old people.
I'm gonna just.
I feel like we could all. Maybe each one of the
there's-
Golden Girls
There's a bad
fulfill-
joke that you're not seeing this closely.
Oh no, I do see the joke. That's what's funny. But I think maybe each of us we should see which Golden Girl we all exemplify the most. That would be interesting.
Are you trying to get us to take a BuzzFeed quiz?
I just want to see.
think so.
I just want to see which one of us is Betty White.
And this
Golden Girl,
BuzzFeed's
yeah.
quiz is gonna tell you which golden girl you are based on how you eat your Oreos.
I'm
Alright.
Is
gonna
there
see
that
if
quiz?
There is one.
Which
Yeah. Fact check that,
golden
please.
girl are you?
Squawk box.
Yeah.
See, I have a confession.
Yeah.
I've never seen Golden Girls.
Well, that's not that surprising.
Well, I have watched a lot of
Screw
those
you,
retro
Trevor!
shows.
Thank you for being a friend.
Just kidding.
All right, all right.
It's funny 'cause
Here's
Okay,
the quiz.
okay.
You got a quiz too?
Guys, we're all talking
I-
over each other.
Thank you.
All right,
One at
I
a
gotta
time.
pick a celebrity
Nah,
chef.
Shut up, Trevor.
Trevor just mutters stuff.
Nathan, you were saying.
Oh, my first question was pick a celebrity chef, and I don't know any of these people, so I just guessed one.
Gordon
Well,
Ramsay.
Wolfgang Puck.
No, see, Gordon Ramsay I would have heard of.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri.
No, I got Mario Batali, Sandra Lee.
Oh, Mario Batali. He's the big Italian guy that likes
Yeah.
to make it the spicy
Oh,
meat
good. That was the one I clicked on because I
Is
he
the salt
sounded
guy
familiar.
on there?
Nah, that's
Curtis Stone and Ina Garten. were
Mine
the other
says
two.
what
You
your
picked
favorite
right.
holiday is.
The Rock. He's cooking.
no. He just asked. Well, it's true. Never mind. The Rock is the greatest chef ever.
Greatest chef ever.
Because
Can you smell what I'm cooking? Yeah, that's good.
In the spring, do you
Smells
like to get
gourmet.
your garden ready, look for rainbows, shop for a new outfit, take
It's
walks?
the garden
and-
ready, Jeremy.
Yeah,
the garden
that,
ready.
that's the answer for me. Okay.
No, that Golden Girls theme song just, it's just a feel good.
That was
thing.
that was really
It just
good.
makes you feel good inside. It makes you feel so
I
good.
think a lot of '80s TV shows were like that, though.
Yeah. Teddy, or not Teddy, I'm sorry. Jay Oliver says it bothers me that Golden Girls is referred to as a retro show.
Kind of is, though, isn't
Well,
it?
it is.
It bothers me too. It bothers me too because it makes me feel old.
Well, how long ago was it?
In the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that old. I guess.
I mean,
I
it's
guess
older than
'cause it's-
you.
It started in the
I-
'80s, didn't it?
I watched
Or was
it
it
like
the '90s?
I don't know. What's that say? You have
Let's
it
see.
brought up
That's
right
what I was
there.
trying to pull that up.
I thought Kyle was like, oh, what is it? I don't know,
85
guys.
to 92.
Okay, so it was in the 80s. Sorry. My bad.
I don't know. Because I did watch. A lot
It
of
just looks
actually retro.
looks
shows, but
80s. The screen there.
Well, yeah.
I watched a couple. I guess. Not a lot.
No, but
I'm gonna have this quiz done
Wait,
here
hang
in a
on,
minute.
hang on, Jeremy. Where are you doing this quiz?
This
What
is
is
a
the
don't
website?
advertise the website.
This is-
no,
Your
please
parents
don't.
are visiting.
not
and they
BuzzFeed.
starting to get you
Trevor,
on your nerves.
I'm on BuzzFeed.
Trevor,
You.
Nathan's got the real one.
Yeah,
'Cause
BuzzFeed is the
BuzzFeed
only.
is the only one that
real.
does real.
Jay
quizzes.
Oliver says that show should be right up your alley, Trevor. Just kidding. So, what's happening in everybody's lives? I mean, we've been getting prepped for
Yep.
the Comic-Con. I know, Jeremy, you guys made a little trip over there to
Yeah, we
the arena.
prepared.
You're getting ready for.
Yeah.
Well, then we're moving
I
in
put
tomorrow.
some pants on today.
We're moving in tomorrow. We're getting all our stuff in
our
there.
banner's hung, so everyone else who shows up knows how glorious our banner is.
is hung from the highest rung. And then we're gonna.
well hung.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
And,
this is a good question. The thing that turns you on most about a guy is you like to interrupt me, don't you?
I didn't do that. That
Kyle.
was Kyle.
He
I was
doing
trying to do that to Trevor
Yeah.
before you gave me a chance to.
My bad. Do I
I-
like a guy for his body?
I
his
got
intuitions?
Dorothy.
Jeremy likes a guy. For
I'm
his
B.
body.
Arthur.
You're B. Arthur.
I'm gonna say wit and humor. I think that's
That is
important.
not true. It's body, Jeremy.
It's not
Jeremy,
body.
Jeremy likes a guy for his body.
Wait,
Just say, don't lie, you slut.
Trevor, the highest of fives.
Yep.
Don't lie, you slut.
Well, see, I like you for your humor and wit. You're very witty.
I can't help but wonder if anybody thinks this is as funny as
They be listening, they do.
Don't ask
three
them.
or
they'll
maybe four of us do.
Don't ask them. They'll be
I
honest
can't
with
tell if
you.
Nathan's laughing over there.
I got a good
He
chuckle out of
chuckled.
it.
He chuckled.
It says, I'm more likely to be seen reading a book than out on the town, and that's okay. When it comes to romance, I'm picky and would rather rely on close friends than lovers anyway. I have a tendency to be sarcastic, but those who care about me see my good heart and loyal nature.
That sounds about spot on.
That sounds-
I've seen you read books on the Tubcast.
It is savory books.
You do value our friendship over a lot of other things.
It sounds like a bad
Oh,
horoscope
really?
reading.
It does.
This makes a ton of sense.
Read it.
I'm Sophia.
You totally are, Sophia.
Because I'm the old one.
Yeah.
Okay, so wit and quick comebacks are two of your strengths. That might be true of Eric, too. You think on your feet and sometimes can shock people with your truthful insights.
Aw.
That's so true. I can be very honest with people, but this does not mean that you don't care about their feelings. I totally don't care about
No,
their
you
feelings.
don't care about.
Yeah,
the
this
feelings.
is totally wrong. Let's forget it.
All right. What's everybody been doing? Anybody doing anything
I
fun?
saw a shark movie.
Shark movie.
Yeah, there's a shark
Sharknado?
movie that's out. No, that's later this summer, isn't it?
Still
think there's a
making
new-
those?
Yeah, I think there's a fifth one that's
Probably.
coming out.
Oh, my dead God.
They leaned leaned real heavily into the ridiculousness of it after the first one was such a cult hit.
Were they not?
No, they weren't. The first one they were taking entirely too serious. And I think
That's what
I
made it
disagree. They hit a shark mid-air with a chainsaw.
That could happen. Have you
However-
ever wielded a chainsaw?
However, the tone of that first movie compared to the rest of them.
Wait, so you saw a shark?
Yeah, there's a movie that's out right now that's called
34 minutes.
47
30
or 47
30
feet below or something,
Oh.
or 47 meters below. It's got Mandy Moore in it.
Why did you watch it?
Because my parents were in town and my mom likes shark movies, so we went and saw it.
Such a weird fact to know about your mom.
Well, there you go. You know a little bit more about my family and my
Hey,
upbringing.
my mom likes shark movies.
My mom likes shark movies. She likes the serious ones and the
dumb
non-serious ones.
Kyle often goes to group meetings. Hi, I'm Kyle. My mom likes shark movies.
Yeah.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
But no, it's like these sisters go. They're on a vacation in
Wait,
Mexico.
what? They
Why are you telling the plot of the story?
Because I want to know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these
Yes, so
sisters.
these sisters, they go and no, they're in Mexico on vacation. They go out on a ship because these two hotties convince them that they should go diving in a cage to look at sharks.
This sounds like the premise to that really bad. What's the movie where? I always forget his name.
Taken?
He has the braids in his hair though in this movie. He's always hanging out with Seth Rogen. Gosh, why do I can't think of his name. Steve Carell. No.
No.
The guy he sawed his arm off in a movie.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
I also know who you're talking about.
Why is
what
his
is
name
it?
not
James
coming?
Franco.
James Franco.
His
That's
name.
who I was thinking
I
of.
always forget his name. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But anyways, did you ever see
Jeremy,
that
we know
weird
you
movie
weren't.
where he was like a gangster and he had braided hair?
And he like takes 3 girls hostage or
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
Spring Breakers.
Yeah, that's the one.
I
Why do I
haven't
know
seen it.
that?
Wait, was it a serious movie?
Kind of,
'Cause I
and
could-
not really at the
Spring
same
Break.
time.
I
Yeah, it
could
was
never
pretty
take
weird.
him seriously as a gangster.
He's not the protagonist. The girls are the protagonists.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as a gangster, though, I could still never take him seriously.
Okay, not
I mean,
gangster is putting it strongly. He's more-
Wankster. Think about
Yeah,
wankster.
he's a wankster.
Well, I don't know. That'd
You
just
would
be
take
weird.
him. It actually like it works for his character because it's like what you would imagine this guy, this like white dude trying to be a gangster.
Okay.
Is. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
that works a
kind
little
of
like
like
thinks that he's tougher than he really is.
yeah, kind of thing. Anyways, go ahead. Tell your story about Mandy Moore and the Sharks. Was she on her period?
No, I can. I mean, there was
We
a lot of
learned
blood
about
in the
that.
water.
We learned about that on
We
that,
did learn
from
about
that
that on it.
surfer.
I did think about that.
That was a
as I was
callback.
watching
That
the-
wasn't me just being a
404
gross.
No, that wasn't you just
404
being gross.
callback.
Yeah, I felt highly. I
You-
felt it
you were
highly
like,
necessary
"Oh, I
to
should-
justify that statement because that was,
Clarification statement here.
go back to episode 89 and listen to the surfer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually the episode. I
That's
don't know.
pretty close, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But no, so they go out on this boat, and it's a rust bucket, and they
Because
end up
it's-
at the bottom.
Wouldn't that be a great name if your last name was Bucket? Name your kid.
Name your
Rust.
kid
Rust.
Rusty.
Hey, Rust Bucket.
Rust bucket. Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry.
they end up in the
I'm
shark
gonna try to
cage.
distract, side rail the story as much as I can tonight. So just keep
I
going.
know. I'm trying to Kyle explain, but no one's letting me.
Yeah,
And it falls to the bottom of the ocean because the chain or whatever snaps, and then
Cut
The
It's a rust
anchor.
bucket.
The anchor.
it's not an anchor.
But the anchor holds you to the bottom.
It's
Why
not
would
an
that
anchor. It's
snapping
the-
cause you to fall to
It's
the bottom?
thing that holds the cage.
The thing
The
you-
winch.
Oh.
It snaps off.
cable?
They
That's
fall
no way
down.
to
Yeah, the
talk
cable.
about Mandy
Yeah.
Moore.
What-
I know. I'm
the
sorry.
winch is
They snapped
technically
the winch?
technically the what
They killed the
reels
winch.
in the cable.
And then they conjured up some great white sharks by chumming the water. And
With their own
the great
bodies.
white sharks eat several people, maybe. There is a camera that is a casualty as well.
Oh no.
So it was.
No.
So it was a pretty bad movie. then.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't that great. My wife was hiding behind her bag for most of it.
It was scary.
Because she just was not having any of it.
Like
I
it
don't
was
know. It was
scary
like,
or bloody.
I mean, there's like a little bit of like that that tenseness where you're in this. I mean, it's the bottom of the ocean or the bottom of where they were at, so it's dark water, and there's like 4 or 5 great white sharks that are swimming around you. So, yeah, she didn't
That's
like all of it.
disgusting, Eric.
What? Gross.
Think
This
of how
is
many
bringing me back to the dollar.
Think
you
about how
ate
many
last
strippers
time.
those dollar bills have
Yeah.
touched. They just touched your face.
All sorts of sweat.
All that stripper sweat.
So, what else? Did anybody else see a shark movie?
No,
I saw something.
What'd
What'd you see?
Well, let me set the stage for you here.
All right.
Hang on. Do
Was
we need
it
some
a-
music?
Being a friend.
Sorry, wrong.
Was it a
wrong.
dark and stormy night?
No,
Was
That
the
was-
thunder
that was
rolling?
no, the thunder was standing still.
Was
Let
the
the man
lightning
let the man
striking?
tell
All right,
his
Nathan.
story.
Nathan, we're gonna
Did the love
fin.
grow cold?
We're gonna fin Jeremy off from quoting Garth Brooks
A
songs
sleepless night?
for you to tell your story.
Did it go out of control?
Shut up!
Nathan, go ahead.
I'm waiting to hear if he says anything else.
I already asked if the thunder rolled.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun. And the lightning strike.
Other hard girls cold.
He put out a new album
sleepless night.
after 13 years of being out, of the scene. He put out a new album just recently. I don't know if you knew that.
So this was
Okay,
at work.
Nathan, go ahead. Go ahead. At work, the scene is set.
This is at work, and this was...
Spagurians.
Yes, Spagurians. Thank you, Jeremy.
That's where you work.
Yes, thank you.
Shut up.
Jeremy.
Oh, fine. It's fine when Eric does it to Trevor, but when I do it to Nathan.
I did it to Kyle for the record.
That's what I meant. Shut up.
No, Nathan doesn't splain as much as Kyle. Kyle splains.
Yeah,
So.
some of it I think you guys force me into more because I continue to want to get my point across, and I continue to get frustrated, and then the Kyle splaining just gets worse.
Like how
So I'm at work.
Teddy just says, "Wow, what a useless fact, Jeremy." Referring to your Garth Brooks album fact. Sorry.
Thanks for that knowledge.
So Nathan, you're at work.
I was at work. And we have our party room, which is separate from the rest of the dining room.
Go on.
And a lot of the times, this is where we'll roll silverware at the end of the night. So I'm back there, and I'm back there rolling some silverware, and then I go to check on my last table of the night. And I get up to the doorway, and nobody else can see me from where they're sitting because they're off to the side.
And you took your pants off.
No, I did not take my pants off, Jeremiah.
They were already off?
Not every good story involves Nathan pantless, okay?
That's what she said.
Wait, that's like... Never mind.
And in the doorway, I find myself face to face with a man in a squirrel costume.
With no pants on.
Why was he in a squirrel costume?
I never asked.
He was
You
getting
just-
ready for Comic-Con, and
Wait,
he was
so you
being
were-
a chip and
You were
Dale.
face to face with the guy, and you didn't say anything.
Well, he was asking me which way the restroom was. And I was like, oh, it's right there, and I pointed like 2 feet behind him.
Did you tell me he had to check his nuts at the door?
No, I said nothing out of the ordinary. I was just like, the restroom's right there.
You had to turn around and run.
He's like, I identify as a first sexual.
Oh,
Don't
no.
judge me.
And my coworker said almost as soon as he turned and went to the restroom, Nate, what are you doing? And I said, a squirrel just asked me where the restroom was. And she said, are you okay? So this went on for like 45 minutes that night of them thinking I was crazy.
Why didn't you just wait for the squirrel to come out of the bathroom?
Because I had to go check on my table.
Oh.
I didn't have that kind of time.
I had things to do.
And it was only by pure coincidence that this same coworker saw the squirrel later as the door was swinging open to the bar next door. She's like, I saw him! Nathan, you're not crazy! This time. You're not crazy this time.
This time.
That's funny. That's weird. It's weird timing because there's that John Oliver just did a thing on coal. Big guy in the coal business. I can't think of his name. I don't want to say his name because he sues everybody. That
Cole Wilkinson.
Yeah. Who there was like some story about him.
Look, if you even
Whoops, sorry, I
appear-
didn't mean to play that.
Yeah, don't play it.
There's
We don't want
some
his name
story
said.
about him where he at one point supposedly claimed a squirrel told him to get into the coal business or something like that. Like came up on his porch and told him, I don't know, something. But and at the end of that episode, John Oliver had like a guy in a squirrel costume come out, and anyways, I just thought of that. And oh, by the way, he is getting sued for that. That's
John
kind of
Oliver is?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's getting sued because the guy sues everybody that defames him or whatever
Good grief.
his name. So, anyways, we should just see if we could get sued. Should we just say the guy's name?
No,
Yes.
we don't have money for that.
We should totally do it.
I don't know. I'll leave. Bye.
Well, we said this
No,
was an
you
unstoppable
guys
train, but it
obviously
appears
don't
that it
understand
stopped.
suing.
Yeah. mean, they can sue us.
Please, Jeremy, explain it.
They can sue us all they want.
But how do we? What do we do? What?
There is nothing for them to get.
Yeah, that's true. Except the studio, which is really nice.
No, because we've made no monetary value on shaming this person.
That's true. Other than the people that are watching and
Yeah.
enjoying us shame them.
Yeah.
Anybody else do anything?
I've played a lot of Nier Automata.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
You digging it? You
I-
digging it?
I like
How
it a
many
lot, yeah.
endings have you seen?
2.
17.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on if you count. There's like weird endings. Like at one point,
Yeah, they all
I
count.
went and
Are they really endings if you keep playing it?
Yeah, because they like the credits will roll and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, but are they really endings if you keep?
Yes.
well,
they are.
It's funny because like
Isn't it something where it's like after you finish it, then you like start with a different
yeah,
perspective or something?
I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, you play as different characters.
What? Spoiler. That's
That's-
a huge spoiler.
that's-
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you.
Man, I don't even know what the game is.
That's not really even like I don't know.
You
It's
just ruined it for me.
Well, you said you had fatigue of those games.
yeah.
didn't
You put you.
I
returned
returned
it,
it.
so
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
did. I felt
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad about that, but
No,
I didn't feel bad.
I've enjoyed that game a lot. It's definitely bonkers. It's I don't know. I've enjoyed it. I just like the way it controls.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean all the platinum games are great like that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, at least the platinum Team A that does like
Yeah,
Bayonetta
yeah.
and some of those games. Not the Ninja Turtles, which I was excited for, and then
it has made me wanted to go back and play Metal Gear Revenge. I like that game a lot.
yeah. I think I don't know. Like I said a little bit of that last night. I think I just have had fatigue between, like Yakuza 0, Persona 5, Neo. Like I feel like I've played so many of those games this year that are like these huge Japanese
JRPG kind of
JRPG
deals,
type things, and I think it's just kind of more man. How am I flip flopping, Teddy?
Yeah,
What
he's
did I-
not flip flopping, Mutiny Teddy. I'm going to defend him on this one. He said
Yeah,
this
Kyle
last night.
knows all about that.
Yeah. Well, I did say it last night.
I know.
I don't have any flip flops on.
I,
Right
Well-
I'm not wearing any flip flops
Well,
either.
now
Thongs.
this raises an interesting question. What shoe is Eric?
I'm wearing one.
Thanks. I don't know what shoe I am.
An
Something.
UGG. He's definitely an UGG.
Ooh, I could see him being an UGG.
Yeah.
Something
White girls like him.
something practical and comfortable.
Yeah.
No, but so I think I said it a little bit last night, but I've been playing a lot of Wildlands. Is that like
The
call it?
Wildlands?
Wildlands.
The Wildlands.
Yeah.
Should we just?
I've been.
We're gonna have the TV there. Should we just bring gaming console
Yeah, we should do that.
and be like, we're Twitch streamers. We're playing a game. Watch.
I'm not saying no to Japanese games. I just said I've had my fill of them this year. I feel like just because it's been, I don't know, a lot. Like it's cool to see it kind of making a comeback. Like I played Final Fantasy, was it 15 earlier or late last year, and like I mean it's just a lot of it, and it's
That was last year that
Yeah.
came out?
I'm pretty sure.
Man, it's weird that we're already 7 months into this year.
Six. We're only 6 in, but that's.
I mean,
okay.
well, we're
This
into
is
the
the seventh
seventh
month.
Yeah,
but
but
it's
we're
pretty
only
early,
into
so
six. Well,
still, but
semantics.
We are, yeah, it's semantics.
or facts. I mean, depends on how you want to look at it.
They're not scientific facts.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge your
No,
comments
they're mathematical.
you
That's
just
what
did.
makes them
in the
facts.
chat.
It's mathematical.
Well, I'm not going to acknowledge them by repeating them. I'm just going to acknowledge them by acknowledging them.
He did design the shirt. Noodle makers.
We're not, that's, what?
Nothing. I'm not talking about anything.
Anyways, yeah, I did acknowledge it. So that game,
Too late.
that game's good. I've been playing the Injustice thing, the fight,
Yes.
punchy superhero game.
Are you enjoying it for the most part?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fighting game. I want to
Yeah.
get to the kind of the loot stuff, which I haven't, had a chance to.
You can do that stuff without finishing the main storyline.
Yeah.
But finishing the storyline is good because then you level some of your guys up and
And then I'm really late to the party, but I've been playing Sniper Elite 4 because it was like half off on the Steam sale.
I haven't actually played that yet, but.
Oh, you haven't played it at all yet?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Oh no,
Sniper Elite 4.
I wasn't gonna waste my
Oh,
money
I
on
love
that.
Sniper Elite 4. It's
Yeah,
super fun.
that one's good.
I really like watching the It feels a lot like 3. It's not. It doesn't seem that much different.
It seems it's more open than 3, which I like. But it's basically the same game.
It's fun to watch.
Graphics.
It's fun to watch the people explode when the bullet goes into them.
Yeah.
Eric has
I've
a
been
dark
playing-
side.
I've been playing. I spent the 4th of July with Boof Boog. Spent a lot of time there.
They
playing
cuddled
that.
down by the lake and
Yeah,
had
we-
the duck spread.
We did. It was a good time. It was a good summer fling.
Like
I need to start
strawberry
playing
wine.
Horizon
about me.
because I've
You
With
still haven't started
7.
Horizon?
I still haven't
I
started.
haven't
it.
loaned it to you.
I know.
That game is
I
fantastic.
haven't had a chance to do anything for a couple weeks, and then I just was in the mood to play baseball the other day. So I don't know. It's on my list. I need to finish some stuff before the mass craziness comes
Oh
out.
man,
that
this
is
fall. Well, it's gonna start hitting us
Yeah,
in
like-
August.
August. I've got like
I always go
a few
through
weeks to try
a
and.
no game play like
In the
June
summer.
and July.
That's kind of the way I was. I feel like I was really behind on some games because I'd been busy, and so I kind of stocked up on the Steam sale and got some stuff in the Microsoft sale. There's a lot of sales going on last week, and so Teddy's
thinks
flip flopping now.
Teddy
Who's the
thinks-
flip flopper now, Teddy?
He thinks that you would not be a good person to fight against me on Injustice 2. He doesn't seem like the type. Maybe Jeremy could button mash his way through it.
Is he saying that Jeremy should fight you or me?
I think he's saying that
You.
Jeremy should fight
I
me.
mean, Eric, Kyle.
But I don't know what they're basing that on. I'm not that great a fighter. I mean,
No, Kyle, you're amazing.
I'm playing a fighter game, but I haven't played against anyone but the computer.
I
so
don't know
far.
if anybody watched the stream last night, but I think I may have proven myself to be the
Yeah.
greatest
Eric
at fighting
is the
games.
greatest
yeah.
Because at
fighting
ARMS,
game
I
player.
won by tournament.
Yeah, you did win in tournament style.
So I'm
and
just
we're the
saying,
best volleyball
players
ARMS
ever.
players ever.
I've heard
In
in the world,
history.
in the history
Yeah.
of mankind.
We slaughtered the Jeremy Trevor team.
Yep.
And
They-
also,
they won the arms race.
We did win the arms
Also,
race.
this is the best podcast on the face of the earth. There's never been a better one to cover the news quite like we do,
Yeah, quite like we do.
because we are the best, and we're just the best kept secret at the same time, which it's kind of hard on us.
Wait, what was that?
We're the best kept secret and the best podcast.
Oh, but
you
it'll
know.
be a secret if you keep sharing it.
Well, no, it's just,
Then it's an open secret.
I'm just saying, like, we're still secret because people don't know about us.
Yeah.
We share it, but that's like saying, if you share stuff with people and they're not listening, did you
Still
really
s-
share it?
If a
Did you
tree
Well,
falls in
that
the
would-
woods and no one's there to hear it, does it make any noises?
No, that's different.
no,
if no one's
Kyle.
there to hear it versus no one's listening.
This is
Kyle.
the
If
same
no one's
thing.
listening, then it implies that they're being ignorant. And if they're being ignorant, then it's no longer your fault, Eric.
Kyle,
That's my
that
name.
riddle only works if you say does it make a sound, because it hinges on two different
No, I
definitions
thought it
of
was
sound.
if a bird.
Well,
if
are
a
we
dog-
going into some antics?
if
I
a
thought we were
bear-
going into the news.
I'm just saying your riddle does not work if you phrase it the wrong way.
the news.
Hey, you're not Keemstar.
No.
Neither are you.
But I've got the hat.
But he looks like him.
It's not quite flat enough tonight. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be a little flatter. If you podcast it, they will come.
Thank you.
That's what we've been
That's
we've
what
been
we're
going
going
for.
for.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
Kevin Costner taught me.
And we've been trying our best to learn, like all life
Stay in
lessons,
your room and clean
learn
up
them from
the
Kevin
towel.
Costner.
if you do it live, maybe they'll come.
Then you will eventually lose your job at Fox News.
Let's see. What all have I learned from Kevin Costner?
You learned that you
Not
should
nearly
always
as much as Kevin Bacon.
be friends with Little John.
Yes.
And Robin Hood
and-
walk through the forest
You learned
You should not use your superpowers
for evil.
For anything.
For anything, really.
yeah, you should hide them under a bushel.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
yes.
should also you learn to be a sacrificial bodyguard.
Okay.
You know, that you'll be there to protect Whitney Houston.
Wait, who is this again?
Oh.
This is Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Oh, I also learned how to live out on the water and drink my own pee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot from Kevin. I think we have a lot more to learn, to be honest. Maybe we're just not listening.
You'll be in our hearts forever, Kevin. R.I.P.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
All right, this first story comes from Polygon.com. It says Super Mario Odyssey ditches the game over screen completely. Wow.
Yes.
Is it
What?
too insensitive?
There is no game over in the new game. They are going to be eliminating that. Mario will be losing 10 coins every time he plunges to the depths. They said coins replace the traditional life system of other Mario games. A tweet from Japanese Twitter account, or from the game's Japanese Twitter account.
You know what would be
should
better,
say.
though? Is
What?
like if every time Mario died or whatever, that he would be forced to spend his entire paycheck at the casino. And then his family would go hungry.
What?
What?
What kind of weird dark stuff?
I'm just
Wait, let's play this out.
Is this what you think the afterlife is like?
You fell to temptation.
yeah. And
It's
he's,
because he's in a different kingdom.
Yeah.
He's in New Donk City.
yeah, he's in New
That's
Donk.
what it is.
He's
New
on the-
Donk,
it's
they
like-
gamble.
He's like right by the Jersey
But
Shore.
there's a difference between losing a life and a game over.
I mean, yeah.
They're not
Well,
the same thing.
Well, but they're called one-ups because it's an extra life. You get a new
Yeah.
life.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean, though. The game overs, though, when you're done with lives.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's no lives.
There's
If
no
you're at zero
lives.
coins, then what?
You just lose nothing.
So
because
it's
you
negative
suck.
coins?
You didn't let me finish.
Well,
They said no
finish,
matter how
Kyle.
many times he fails, there is no game over. They said even if Mario has less than 10 coins in his possession, the player can still keep going without worrying about a complete game over.
But you got to use
So-
all those coins in the slots.
So it's a game for millennials, you're saying.
Maybe,
Oh
I
my
guess.
word, Jeremy!
I guess.
Get off your high horse.
It's pretty high.
Shia LaBeouf comes up after you die.
Just do it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
do
Well,
it.
they said
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I think part of it is because it is going to be something that's not a traditional Mario game, in that it's a little more of an open world.
Can I get a
So-
participation medal, though?
Jeremy, high horse.
Just saying.
That's not at all what happens here. Because in the game, you go through and you use those coins to purchase things that will help you in different.
So you're saying if
different
you
areas.
die, it's punishing you by not. You
Yeah,
won't have
because
the
you're
coins.
losing coins, so then you'll have to go and get more
So
coins.
what happens if you have 0 coins?
I just said you
Then you lose your
continue to
family.
play. They said we also wanted people to be able to get into a kingdom, and you can just kind of continually keep going through that kingdom without being pulled out.
Well,
So that was why we wanted to get rid of the lives idea.
obvious that Peach.
Well, everyone knows the pull-out
it's
method doesn't
obvious
work.
that Peach and Toad go live with Bowser, and you have to watch that. You have to watch Bowser raise your son Toad.
Okay, so
yeah.
but I'm still stuck on this. Why?
New Donk City rules.
Right, now, Trevor, you're assuming that that's depressing. Maybe Mario's into that.
No, Mario's super
So wait,
sad.
Yeah,
so is
leave
this
me.
like Common
That's
Core
good.
math?
That's a thing.
You lose 10 coins, except for when you have no coins, then you just don't lose
Oh my
coins?
gosh. Why is this so confusing?
Yeah, what's so
Jeremy,
hard
what
to
are you
understand
confused?
Well,
about
then
this?
why lose coins if when you have no coins?
No, you have to go collect more coins. But it's
Because-
saying you save them up because you can buy cool stuff with them
You
that
can
help
buy
you
things
advance
that
the
help
game.
You, advance.
You
Like
need the
in-
coins for things,
In
Jeremy.
the desert, you have to. There's
Yeah,
one
but if you
mission
have
that you're
0,
supposed to.
you
Jeremy,
can't lose
you're not
anything,
even
so
listening.
then there's no problem.
You're
with-
not listening, though. See, this is what happens. We always get to this point where you continue to circle around to
I
it.
get that the coins are valuable. I'm saying, what's the punishment for not dying if you don't have any coins?
Yeah, he's saying what at
It's
the end?
annoying.
He's just saying if you run out of coins, there is no punishment when you die.
Yeah.
Yes. R goes negative, and
But
then
you don't-
get-
See,
then,
that would be cool. if it was
then,
negative.
then you're in debt, and 2 Koopas come
That
break your
sounds
legs
much
Yeah.
more realistic. I like this
in front of
idea.
your family.
Wait. Do your
Now
broken?
oh no!
Maybe.
Jolliver says it's hard for him to get down from there, bum leg and all. I believe he's talking about Jeremy's
High
high
horse.
horse. It's tough to get off of.
What were you saying, Nathan?
I was gonna say, do your broken legs carry over when your hat possesses other creatures?
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't throw your hat at the dinosaur when your legs are broken, or else
The
you
dinosaur's legs will be broken too.
and at that point, T-Rex is just useless.
Oh, none of my kneecaps.
And it doesn't change it back after you revert out of them too, to where you're just leaving this path of destruction.
Crippled
It's an
animals.
epidemic of broken legs.
Hey, okay, so the only reason I was on this like watch Bowser raise your child thing was because there is like
It's
like
really
there's
Bowser's child. You know
no,
that,
but I'm
right?
just saying there's
Hey,
actually
the biology.
the actual
what I'm
plot of the
saying.
game is
Oh,
that
yeah.
Bowser is marrying
Yeah.
Princess Peach, And you're fighting against evil wedding planners at one point. And they're like these like all in white, and it's true. It's gonna be Mario's saddest day.
Jolliver says, "I really want to buy this Dark Mario game you're making."
Good.
We'll have to call it Martio or something like that. Copyright.
Doesn't it make more sense though?
Unless Nintendo wants to contract us out.
If Mario's like saves Peach, but then he has to raise Bowser's baby. Like,
I'm not sure where you're going with this, Jeremy.
See, this is when we're all quiet. This is when we don't understand. Jeremy.
Yeah, I can't even play like a Boo You Suck because I don't even know if that's a.
Because Bowser goes to jail and he's the baby daddy and no.
It's me, Dario. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this game, but it is a different game. I get it. So we'll see what the coins.
I mean, really,
how
it doesn't.
Plays out.
I think the biggest thing is that they wanted to keep you from being pulled out of the environment. So they want you to continue to stay in the game.
Oh, this is
even if you don't have any coins.
This is a Mario game that cares about the environment. I get it.
Well, then you don't have to do all the big loads and have to have save points.
This is weird. A lot of pulling out.
I just think they didn't want to want people to feel like losers.
Of course you would think that.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that.
Jeremy just insists that people feel like losers. That's what he wants out of life.
Do you think that that's all millennials are like people who are incapable of failing? Like they can't handle failure and like.
I fail all the time.
Nathan, you're special.
Everyone fails all the time, and they know it.
Get it? Because that's what parents told their millennial children.
Yes.
That was actually not.
Says the guy that is a parent of millennial children.
That wasn't. That was a Generation X thing too, Jeremy. That wasn't. That was almost more a Generation X thing.
I could do
millennial.
anything. Okay.
Yeah.
I could do anything.
You could fly. So then that's when you jumped off the roof and broke your legs.
Yeah.
Because I believed I could fly.
No, that happened in a motorcycle
I believed
accident.
I could touch the sky.
I believe I can.
Every night and day.
Do something. I don't.
Spread my wings and fly away.
I mean, R. Kelly. That's just weird.
I can
I believe I can soar.
That's very nice, Nathan.
Going sailing through that open door.
All right. Nathan, that was very pretty.
Thank you.
All right, this next story it comes from moviepilot.com. I thought it said plot at first, so I was thrown off. Moviepilot.com says Kevin Feige confirms Spider-Man won't appear in Venom movie.
I think it's Feig. Kevin
Feige.
I thought it was
Feige.
Feige.
Beige. It's like beige. It's like beige.
It's beige with
It's
an
beige
F.
with an F.
Yeah.
It's Feige.
Hey, what's up, No J?
Yeah. Hey.
No J. It's Feige.
Welcome to the chat. throw us a follow if you haven't already.
It's Feige.
Speech.
Faga.
What?
It's
Feiga.
beige.
Feiga.
Yeah.
Fire.
So last week there was they were doing some press for the Spider-Man movie.
Confirms.
Yes, confirms.
Can we just do all our titles that way?
No, go ahead, Kyle.
That would take away
Every
one
week?
of Eric's things.
Can we do that every
Spider-Man.
week? I don't know what's happening here.
Anyways, go ahead, Kyle.
Get there. No, I'm just waiting for you to finish the title here.
No,
Won't.
just keep going. Just
Why
keep
don't
going.
you
Just keep reading the story.
Yeah. So one of the Sony producers had mentioned
Appear.
while they were talking about the new Spider-Man movie
Uh-huh.
that
In.
Following
the
you.
Venom and the other movies that are supposed to be in that universe are actually in the
Venom.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
Uh-huh.
they have now put to bed the
Movie.
the idea that that's the case.
Okay,
So-
cool, Kyle.
Yeah,
So what's happening?
So it's
I don't
gonna-
know because there's too many things happening
So
at
they're
once.
gonna make
With-
Venom be a good guy? Is that what they're doing?
No, I don't think that's what they're doing.
So it's just gonna be a bad guy movie.
They're
Yes, Sony is making movies with some of Spider-Man's villains because they have the rights to it and they're trying to make money.
Oh,
there
Um,
have been heroic Venoms.
that was a
there
good
have been heroic
synopsis.
That's what I
versions
was
I
hoping
like
that
that
they were
synopsis.
gonna do that because.
But what happened is that the producer from Sony, when they were talking about the Spider-Man movie, someone asked them a question about Venom, and her name is something Pascal. Where is
cares
that?
what her
name is?
Uh,
Blaise Pascal.
Yeah. So she
What
said
does this mean for Spider-Man and Sony's extended universe?
exactly.
Extended.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's
So it's
that's good. That's good for movie making. Sony says, you know what? Hey, we got there's some money to be made here. There's a Venom thing character. People know there's some
Yeah.
there's some
They're
brand
gonna, they're gonna then
recognition
do a
out
Green
there.
Goblin solo.
I'd watch that.
Actually, that might be kind of good.
Yeah.
To do a backstory of
What if they
backstory of what?
What if they
Goblin,
did?
Green
Used to
Goblin.
be a blue goblin,
guys,
but then there was a
Oh,
dye.
his whole struggle.
What if they
Guys,
did? I see it, but it didn't go through. What
didn't go through?
What if they
Sure.
did? What if they did like a what was that one with the Suicide Squad, but with only Spider-Man villains?
The Sinister Six?
Is that what it's called? It probably
That
does
was
have
one
a
that they were
name
trying to
for it.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a direct parallel to the Suicide Squad, but that's the closest thing I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric can only talk in a robot voice. LOL. You didn't redeem it. I don't think it works.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I don't know.
Kyle broke it.
What do you mean I broke it?
Kyle broke.
Well, obviously, you're the one.
Stremelements is
in
busted.
charge of it.
No, no, it didn't.
Kyle,
it didn't work.
Kyle, it's just
That's
because
not
you're
the,
afraid of
that's
failure.
not how the commands go.
What is the command,
The
Kyle?
command.
Do you just type in I
Let me
commands in the thing? Oh, he doesn't have enough tub bucks anyways, he says.
I can fix that.
Of course you would love to shut me up, wouldn't you,
see
Jeremy?
here.
No.
Oh, Jeremy.
Eric, did you get a
shutting
cold?
me up.
The command is it's exclamation point redeem and then shut up, Eric,
Oh.
or shut
Oh,
up,
so it's like
whichever.
backwards?
It's like backwards from what it had
The
been
backwards
before.
man, the backwards man. Well, fast as I can, I'm the backwards man. All right, this next story comes from Up Rocks. Up Rocks, you're... All right, this dad...
It's not you Pro XX.
You Pro XX, not all the way. You're not fully into porn. You're not like a full pro. You only got 2 X's.
Yeah, it's only 2 of them. Not 3.
This dad has a very interesting Star Wars Force Awakens theory.
Yeah, so this is a got some spoilers in it from episode
What?
7.
So what
If
does
you
him
haven't
being a
seen it.
dad have anything to do with it?
It's fun for the story because people
Oh.
like dads.
Oh,
It
gotcha.
was a Tumblr user that said my dad had a theory that's intriguing, and I'm gonna read it, and then we'll see if it's something that's a possibility. Because Trevor is basically George Lucas, and he'll I see that Jeremy doesn't care because he took his headphones
We
off.
could ask the people at Okamacon tomorrow.
All right, here's the theory. Okay, so we got out of this is what she had said. Okay, so we got out of our The Force Awakens showing, and my dad was driving us home, and out of nowhere he's like, "Oh my God, what if Kylo Ren chose to go to the dark side so he could help the light side?"
That's been everybody's
it.
theory.
Has it?
That was
Okay,
my theory right when I stepped out.
so
of
that
the
so that he
theater.
could kill Snoke. But
That-
then they said, and that's why he's so conflicted. That's why he feels the temptation of the light side stronger than the dark. Why he talks to Vader's helmet. Yes, I would like something to drink, sir. I don't know. Just grab me a beverage.
He wants something.
She said he had to completely turn away from his family in order to do that, and to become fully Sith. And completely, you have to sacrifice someone you love to death. In that case, it was Han.
What a
They
bummer.
said that's why he tells Han he feels like he's being torn apart inside because he doesn't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
But it's the only possible way to become a Sith to
Don't
complete
throw
the
it.
task.
Throw it.
When he, what are you
Don't
doing?
throw it. What are you?
He's trying to hand it to the TV. It's,
Oh,
it's
okay.
a great gag, Jeremy. It was a
Yeah.
great gag.
It really plays on the audio version.
The people at home love that gag.
But
I
they said that that's why Kylo literally utters the words, "Will you help me?" to Han, and Han says, "Anything you need," which then he is basically asking
And that's why
Han
it was-
if Han will die in order for him to complete his task.
I think it's just because everybody wants Adam Driver to be a
die for
good
me?
guy.
I want
So-
him to be a good guy, but I don't think that's the case.
So this is basically the Kylo Ren is Snape theory.
yeah.
yeah.
No, I
Which
I think he
snake is he, though?
legitimately thinks the dark side is the good side.
Snape.
I think he.
You think the dark side is the good side?
I think he. I mean, because you could see, understandably, you could see, if you have a bunch of these people with this power, You know, you could feasibly see why, you know, some people might think, you know, utter control of those people with that power would be better for the universe than just kind of training them and basically letting them loose on the galaxy. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I think he thinks the dark side is good. Or I think he's at least been convinced that the dark side is good, and he has a hard time, yeah, I don't know.
So he's a liberal.
Reconciling it.
Yeah. Gosh.
Jeremy just drops in after taking a drink. So he's a liberal. Is what you're saying. I totally get Star Wars now. Thanks.
Yeah, no! It makes complete sense. Well, I mean, they're more socialist, but anyway.
Who? The dark side or the
Yeah, I mean,
the rebels?
Let's hear how this fits into
Break it down for us, Jeremy.
Donald
We need it.
Trumpism and America's
Brr,
political.
brr, brr, brr. Don't do it, Kyle. Stop it.
Do it.
Do it.
Give in to
I just, you know, it's fine.
No, we want to know. Now I'm like bated breath right here.
I don't.
He doesn't have an explanation.
Go ahead.
He just says
Make
things.
my day.
He just says things to provoke us and doesn't have a rationale
It's
for why.
more of a totalitarian government than a...
But I don't think that's
There's
what the
no
people
social
believe.
So then
care
tell
thing.
us.
And I think
Tell us
I
then.
think a lot of those who are, you know, fighting for the dark side believe that they're doing it for the right reasons. They don't, not that they're.
Oh, really? You think none of them think they're doing it for the wrong reasons?
They're like, you know, I know I'm evil, but it's fine.
I like it. Yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't think anybody thinks that?
That they believe they're evil?
Yeah.
No.
I don't
Well,
think
yeah.
anybody in their right mind could.
Yeah.
I think there are legitimately demented people that are capable of evil without
But
really
that's like
understanding evil.
But you can't throw a whole like
yeah,
political party into that
no,
category.
yeah, it's, you know,
No, I
You
mean
could
they don't
be-
really fit within like an
Liberals.
American-based, you know, political party
Oh.
You
You know,
you can be
ecosphere.
Nazis,
They really cross over into multiple.
they are literally pretty. They are literally space Nazis. So
Yeah.
But that would make them alt-right. But anyway, there's an argument to be had there too.
I don't know that alt-right. I
I
mean,
don't
yeah,
know. And
yeah.
they're. I mean, it's technically the National Socialist Party. So, but it's not the socialist in the way that we say it. But yeah.
This is really bumming me out.
Nathan wants to say something.
Thank you for being a friend.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was good. That was a nice
Right,
little
yeah,
injection.
help.
of-
Game
over, man. It's game over.
Were you gonna say something, Nathan? Before
We've moved on.
Okay,
It's
that's fine.
no longer relevant.
sorry.
Nathan, we should get into this, just you and me sometime. It'll be fun.
Next Thanksgiving.
Out of
This'll be
context
on
quotes.
Nathan,
That's
don't
what she
keep
said.
getting your hopes up.
Trust me, my hopes aren't up for that.
That's good.
yeah.
So one
You'd be
of
sorely
these
disappointed.
one of these days, you
Next.
guys are going to start a podcast. It'll be the Jeremy and Nathan
Do you
show.
suppose, though, like out of
Every
all of us here,
Thanksgiving.
Jeremy and Nathan are probably, as far as political standings go, are probably like on the polar opposites of each other, right? Out of
Probably.
everybody.
I don't know. I don't know.
I would think that.
That's like I'm saying, as far apart as any of us could be, would be Jeremy and
Yeah.
Nathan would be
I
on
would-
the opposites.
I would be
and then
interested
Kyle,
in
Trevor,
exploring that.
Trevor, and I all kind of fall in between. Probably the two of you at some degree level closer.
I
But
feel like-
obviously, you're the most middleist.
I feel like I feel like Nathan and I.
I'm not
could
sure
agree
why you
on
would
some
say that.
things.
I don't know.
Just
I'm
a
trying
liberal.
to stir the pot. You know.
I feel like Trevor would be constantly having an opinion on either side and then going, well, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, Trevor would be the most middle. Oh, I don't. Maybe. Yeah, that might work. That might work too.
I could see your
Sounds
point.
good.
What's up, Irrelevant Native? Welcome
Hey!
back. How's it going? Good to see you here.
He's talking to you, Jeremy.
Yeah, obviously. A bit late.
He said, "What up, sluts?"
Yeah,
So he's talking to Jeremy.
that was established
That's
earlier.
Jeremy is such a slut, he is plural sluts.
Yeah, more than one. Yeah, I want to hear the Jeremy Nathan podcast.
I think we just got a title, Geronate, the
Yeah.
podcast.
Why don't you come and geronate with us here? We'll be here for 2 hours gerinating in our own juices.
Breaking news.
breaking.
Probably not really breaking.
Not breaking.
But actually, this is within an hour. There is a limited time only Pringles that is a top ramen chicken flavor.
I need those in my life.
I need those in my life too.
All right.
So
I'm
it's
curious.
powdered.
So we're going to the store
seasoning?
afterwards.
Real quick, we're not supposed to bring food into the arena for Comic-Con, but we're gonna sneak
That
some
may
of
be
those.
that may be worth sneaking in.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak in some top ramen chicken.
Top ramen
Pringles.
chicken Pringles.
We're gonna have them.
We'll do it. You know what? If we do it as a taste test for people who walk by,
Can we get
tell us what kind of Pringle this is.
Let's get a few cans and throw them out in the crowd of the panel.
That could work.
Let's
right?
do it.
Prizes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. We got you some top ramen and
Oh, man.
chicken flavored
It'd be
Pringles.
best if we could get a T-shirt cannon.
This
wrap
is
a
for all
t-shirt
those
around
noodle
that.
makers out there. No,
No.
don't
You
do
can't
that.
say that.
Can't say that.
Just say, hey, here's some Pringles.
Yeah.
Log and Fail says, if you guys don't agree with everything I believe in, you're all Nazis.
Well,
That
that's-
is true.
That's your opinion. That's good to know.
is
Or is that
your
what she's saying
opinion,
the
man.
tagline is for the Geronate podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that should be the tag.
When is this happening?
In
when
irony,
are you
her
guys gonna do
statement
this?
kind of is Nazi.
You know, honestly,
No,
I don't
it's not.
believe everything.
The-
that I
the
believe.
Geronate-
It'd be the. I mean, the
the
Nazis.
Geronate podcast is actually like if you guys both were
We
to
did
take,
this over Thanksgiving.
I know.
And it was amazing.
Well, but it wasn't quite. But I'm just
It
saying,
wasn't
like,
quite just
if
a
you guys
podcast.
actually took it seriously and like weren't just like joking around the whole time, but actually like had some serious debates, I think people would love it. I
When
would
do you
watch.
think Nathan and I are not serious?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you,
I'm never not serious.
yeah, and Nathan, and
Never
Jeremy,
not.
Jeremy likes to argue. Just like, I mean, if you could put,
He likes to argue some antics just to
I-
get us riled up.
I feel like Nathan would get tired of me and leave.
I think Nathan could put up with you for a while.
That's what she said.
I've studied my Stoics. I could put up with this.
See, I like that.
Seriously, though, I think that this could be a successful podcast. Even if it was something that was like
Y'all can
once a
leave. We
month
can
or
start
something.
now.
And
All
then
right,
you
good
can call
idea.
it. You can
All right,
call
everybody,
them
have a good night. The Journey podcast
Yeah.
begins now.
You can talk to the people and you call them Geronation.
And
I
here-
can mock up some intros for you.
Here's the music, intro music.
Thank you for being a friend.
Tonight on Geronate, Hot Topics.
Back again.
Ramen flavored Pringles.
You're a pal and a confidant.
Tonight on Geronate, welcome everybody.
And if you threw a party, invite
See, I feel like it might
So
be
basi-
moderated a little more like NPR.
So basically, if we
Welcome to our program tonight. Jeremy is on one side of this, this
On
very
one side of
important
the,
Wait.
topic,
You-
and
you
Nathan,
Jeremy, what were you
Nathan's
trying
on
to
the
say?
other.
Oh, I was just thinking that when we couldn't come to a resolution, we'd just say that we were going to geronate on that for until next week or something, and you know.
Hi, Shida. Akira.
Eric
Ishida.
Akira Shida. Thanks for letting us know we had 4 viewers. Now you're one of them.
You're one of them.
And you're our best.
So go ahead and just click on that
Friend.
little heart because you'll get some tub bucks.
How they afford all the Mario toys being Sam Ruiz madness.
everyone you knew. You would see.
Thanks for noticing that we're all in the same
Yeah,
room.
you'll get 100. You'll get 100 tub bucks if you do hit that little heart, and then you can play the slots.
Yeah, but Nathan's not in the same room. He's in a TV.
Yeah, he's in the TV.
Hang on.
What?
Mutiny Teddy says Nathan would just play on his phone during the Geronate podcast. I usually don't even bring my phone.
Yeah,
to
he
the-
plays on his computer.
Yeah, Nathan never has his phone on him. It's almost like, why do you have one?
No, we got to do this. Okay, I got an idea. This is we shouldn't be spitballing this here, but we take the green screen, we put your 2 brown chairs, and we set them like kind of
Yes.
setting each other, and we just set the set like that. Put
So-
up like some real stupid background, and you guys just sit
So
there
it's
and
gonna be
talk.
like that show from the. Oh, there it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Thank you.
I don't know why we didn't
What was
see
that?
it.
What was
but
that like
thanks for the
news
follow.
like interview show?
Between Two Ferns?
Yeah.
With
Was
Zach
that what it
Galifianakis.
was? That sounds about right. Where they just
Yeah.
sat at a table on a stage, and there was 2 chairs on either side.
Weird. There it is again.
Thank you for following twice.
Thank you for
Yeah.
following us. I don't know
We
if he
felt
did.
it so hard.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway.
That's what she said.
that would be cool if that happened someday.
Yeah, Jolliver did say you're going to need ferns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think,
should we go back to the news? Like we were kind
Oh,
of.
oh yeah,
Are
we
we
were
doing
doing
that?
news.
Yeah.
News, what's that?
Yeah.
All right, this next story comes from Mashable.com.
Thank
It says-
you for being my
it says
friend. No.
video shows now NASA plans to save Earth from doomsday asteroid.
Why are you using a weird voice?
I don't know. You suck. I'm working on a really bad Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, I thought you were Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, that is
I
also.
thought you were being my friend J-Rod.
Oh.
Because he kind of talks like that, huh? Yeah, so NASA now thinks that they have an answer for the big meteors that could devastate Earth and destroy the entire planet. Basically, what
There's
they're
like
going
2,000 of them within our normal orbit, so that are
But they're
considered.
but they're not moving
Our
at
Norbit?
us. In our Norbit.
Are they
Was that a good
asteroids or are
movie?
they
I never saw
meteors?
Well,
I don't know.
Those are two different things.
that's true.
Anyways, Star Wars all over again. Where's Reagan?
Yeah. No, so there was a video that they released with a double asteroid redirection test, or DART vehicle, deliberately crashing itself into one component of the binary asteroid system called Didymus. And basically what it'll do is it'll...
Didymus?
Yeah.
Like
Didymus.
Didymus Kong.
Didymus. Yeah, Didymus
Yeah,
Kong.
it's Greek for twin.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Akira says, I watched all past 3-year movies on Pirate Bay in 3 days.
Whoa.
I don't know if there's enough time in your life.
I don't know what past... You watched every movie from the past 3 years?
Maybe he's got like several monitors, or they've got several monitors, and like
Yeah. That's impressive if you watched all of them.
all the movies.
Impressive,
Jeremy,
but not something I would ever want to do.
No.
And Jeremy just typed in there, I watched your mom.
I said no, I didn't.
Why did you bring it
I
up
don't
in the
know.
first place?
I don't know.
That's so creepy, Jeremy.
Why?
Yeah, stop being a troll.
What?
Stop being a troll.
Where?
So we can stop asteroids. That's good, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
good news.
it
Well,
sounds like
good.
what this does is this is going to be basically a manned ship.
Mandolin.
A
Are they,
mandolin
are
that
they
they're gonna
paying
fly out
Elon
into
Musk
space.
for it?
it'll be manned. Really?
No, it's not manned, but
I was
it'll
gonna
be.
say, this sounds terrible.
Yeah,
Who's gonna
no.
volunteer for that?
It's a vehicle that will-
Ex-convicts that... Never mind.
Whoa. Convicts? Convicts? Who could we kill? Convicts, that
No,
too.
you know,
Next time on
Their only way out of jail is
Should
to
we
get
kill
on this
all the convicts?
spaceship and
See you next
land
week.
on the moon.
And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Bunch
kidding.
of jerk offs.
Convicts? We need to throw human life at an asteroid? I'll tell you who to throw. Convicts. The homeless.
What's the deal with convicts?
It was a movie reference. You
The value of their life is 0.
Irrelevant native says Graybeard with all them quips.
It was a movie reference.
Which
Akira says they were all
Is it
D movie
Armageddon?
Independence D-Day so bad.
Oh,
So
okay.
all those movies. So I'm sorry for your loss of time, I guess.
Yeah. But
I'm not. You made that decision yourself.
Be nice, Nathan.
Did not state whether or not it was by choice, actually.
Yeah, they didn't
Oh,
state
did
whether
not.
it was by choice.
I'm sure it's a Mystery Science Theater 3000 situation
I
where
bet
they're
it
locked
is.
away in a satellite.
that's probably
Makes
the scenario.
perfect sense. They're in this
Hey,
satellite.
you can make the most out of it, you know?
the one that's
We're
going to the
all in
moon.
a satellite.
But you know what?
The meteor. I mean,
You know what?
Are they
Nate?
a convict?
You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say, Nathan. You know, if you're gonna send some people to a space station and force them to watch movies, it should probably be convicts.
Yeah. Convicts?
I know, Jeremy. You were talking about the plot of Armageddon. I am sorry. I'm sorry. You know what, Jeremy? I really.
you guys all make
Sorry.
movie references. You know, it's
yeah,
fine.
I know.
It's
I know.
fine.
They're usually just a little more current.
I know.
Current. Wow. That's
Well-
because you only have seen movies in the last 5 years, you puppy.
No.
You know,
What?
I've
Puppy.
never seen Armageddon.
I've never seen Armageddon.
There
either.
you go.
Never seen it.
I saw
close my eyes.
I saw Deep Impact.
I do appreciate that you got the reference, though, Eric. I do want.
I'm
glad you got it.
'Cause I'll miss you, baby. And I don't want to miss a thing.
Akira
sorry.
said that's exactly what they did was on Independence Day Mystery 3000. Irrelevant Native says Nosebox. Wow. Went all truth and whatnot. What's up with those?
I don't know.
I don't know what that's
I
in
feel like
reference to.
I feel like you're just reading memes
Yeah,
off of
why
a Google
are you,
search.
Why?
No, what do
No,
you
I-
mean? Why?
No, I
I'm
know
reading what
why.
the-
He's reading the chat. I'm just saying they sound like memes, kind of the
Well,
way
this
they've been
is,
written.
This is what Irrelevant Native said. He
No,
said,
it's
"What's
good.
up with those?" And then he said, "These their references are current and from good movies.
Yeah.
Joe Dirt was all like, Forrest Gump!
Wait, hang on. What is?
That was okay.
What is? I think we're missing something that
Human centipede
Logan
in
said
space!
here.
No?
Something about gluing
Contacts
them all
matter.
together and throwing them
Yeah, the
human centipede
the
style.
convicts.
Yeah.
Oh, the convicts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
convict centipede.
How
in
is
The
space.
convict centipede in
How
space.
is this going to redirect an asteroid?
Well,
it will be
the asteroid will be
entertaining.
like, oh, they already have enough of those, so
Yeah.
I'll just
I'm
go
just
toroid
gonna
everywhere.
Go
No.
destroy another planet.
They just fire long strings of convicts at it.
You
No,
know,
I think
you
she's
know-
saying glue them all into a ball.
In case
Like,
you guys
glue 'em-
were wondering, until just recently, the state of Virginia, 40% of their inmate population was actually
part of a
people not
centipede?
yet convicted, but those who were waiting trial and couldn't afford bond. So recently, they just got rid of cash bonds, and instead, it's on the good behavior plan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Next week on Geronate.
Just thought I'd give you guys some real news.
Should we glue all the convicts together into a large asteroid shape and fire them into space?
We'll find out what Nathan and Jeremy think next week.
Now, I would prefer if we glued them together into a donut shape.
Well, so if the hole was small enough, they could catch the asteroid like one of those seats you put on a toilet when your bums hurt.
Well,
Exactly.
You feed
See, we're agreeing.
You feed them all beans before they go.
But if you turn them into like a mesh,
If
So
a
that they
tooth
can
farts
propel
in
themselves.
space.
Well, and then you feed a bunch of beans to the first guy, to where by the time
Nathan.
it gets through their digestive system.
Nathan gets points for referencing an old lunch cast. If a tooth farts in space.
Oh man. So
Oh man!
we
if
got
you
way
aren't
off.
on Patreon, go there. Get the lunch cast.
Logan was
You'll find that episode.
appreciating Jeremy's fun facts, his knowledge.
He was trying to give us news, not fun facts.
I mean, they're both really.
Did we miss anything?
No!
Did we cover this story well enough for the
I'm
internet?
not sure.
Convicts in space. Pretty much this story is the plot of Armageddon. That's what we gathered, right?
No, they're going to
Except
send some
unmanned.
kind of unmanned
Oh.
probes out into space to crash into them. I guess in the next couple of
Are
years is
they
when they're going to
getting
actually
permission
test
of
it.
the asteroids, or is this?
No, the asteroids don't have any way of consenting one way or another. So
That is not very
That's gross.
American.
just telling it like I sees it.
All right.
Um,
Next story.
maybe I'll get the next story pulled up if my docs
Coming
will pull back
from
up.
memeing in. How CNN found the Reddit user behind the Trump wrestling gif. Now, did anybody not see Trump tweet out a gif of him wrestling the CNN logo?
I wouldn't have
I
if
did
you
not.
hadn't retweeted it.
I saw it. It was
okay.
good. It was great.
I'll look it up.
It was great.
I liked
You liked it?
Yeah.
It was funny.
The fact that he paid someone to do it, because obviously he couldn't do it.
What?
No, he didn't pay
anybody
He
to
just
do
saw
it.
it.
There was
I
a
know,
Redditor
but I'm just saying.
that had it and made it.
And then CNN blackmailed him.
Yeah.
Jim, the White House will not say where the president got the video, but a senior White House official said
It's a gif.
Yeah.
Yeah,
today
well, no, they
it
turned
was
it into an actual video.
Oh, okay.
Somebody.
The
did.
one that he tweeted
I mean,
was an actual
technically,
video.
a GIF is a video.
No,
It's
but it
moving.
had audio and
Graphical
everything
interface.
else with it, so it was a video, not a GIF.
But video doesn't imply audio.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh. Anyways.
It's not a GIF.
Okay,
because-
just move past that point. Please stop. Kyle, don't fall into his trap, okay? Just move past it.
Semantics!
Just stop it. Just move past it. So,
No!
So what's the story here?
So yeah, there was a Redditor who had first shared this. Somehow it got up the chain to the president, and he started, or he tweeted it, which then caused this huge thing of where did it come from? Because
Where did it go?
Where did it come
yeah.
from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Yep.
Exactly. So then there was an apology that the Reddit user posted, and they said that they had confirmed. CNN basically
Can
hunted
you
him
say
down.
this more in a cadence?
No, I won't.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where did you
No.
come from, Cotton Eye Joe? You got stuck in Jeremy's head now.
There you go. Go ahead, Kyle.
So, anyways, didn't they end
So-
up like kind of like blackmailing?
Yeah,
the-
they basically
Yeah.
blackmailed him because it then came out that they didn't reveal his actual name, even though they found out who he was. They knew his name.
Who cares? This guy just made a silly
Right,
video.
yeah,
Why are
right.
they freaking out about it?
Well, part of it's because he does have a history of putting out a lot of hate posts and
this
like,
user?
So
yes,
what?
like racist posts and a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, it's because obviously since this guy has made all that and then made this GIF, it makes Trump all those things because he, had this one
'cause CNN.
tiny little connection,
Yeah.
Right, but either way, it's one of those things that he posted an apology and said that the meme was created purely as satire. It was not meant to be a call to violence against CNN because some people were taking it that way. And he said, I had no
Everyone
idea
knows
anyone.
wrestling's fake.
He said, I had no idea anyone would take it and put sound to it, and then would have put it up on the president's Twitter feed. It was a prank, nothing more. What the president's feed showed was not the original post that was posted here, but loaded up somewhere else and sound added to it and then sent out on Twitter. He said, I thought it was the original post that was made, and that's why I took credit for it. I have the highest respect for the journalist community, and they put their lives on the line every day, blah, blah, blah. The apology was then taken down, and like CNN had basically blackmailed him, saying, we reserve the right to release your name.
Well, that would be threatening, though, not blackmail.
They said if you go back on your apology and say that you don't really apologize, then we reserve the right to be able to share your name and show it to and basically
so that's threatening, though.
dox
Yeah,
you.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say go for it, because then he could sue them.
Well, I mean, if they decided to do that, yeah.
But
But
I saw. I don't know who. I'm sorry, I can't say who it was, but it was a Redditor comment on this story, who said, "Wouldn't it be something if to have your GIF be in the presidential records because it was a tweet from the president?"
That's pretty epic.
He did tweet it from his own personal account, and then he retweeted it from the POTUS account.
Yeah, so it would be national record now.
Yeah.
You got in on the Kafifi act.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kafifi.
Oh man. Anyways, yeah,
guys, there's a link at the bottom of this that I'm seeing here that says, for years, viewers fell in love with the Golden Girls, but producers hid these secrets from fans.
This is, I don't have that.
I want to click it.
I
want to
should click
click
it.
It's clickbait.
I wanna
Clickbait.
click it.
Don't click it. Don't fall for it.
Wait, but you
Kyle.
said that if there's clickbait, then it's fake news.
Kyle,
this is on
click
CNN's
it. Kyle,
politics.
click it, Kyle.
Oh, gosh.
I don't have
Do
it,
it,
but just click
Kyle.
it. Just click it and let's read it. Did you click it?
I'm trying.
Click it. Come on.
Oh, it's just the theme song. That's all it is. That's all it is.
It's
There's
from
a slideshow.
definition.org.
Wow.
Oh man, look at all those ads. It took like 5 minutes for that page to load.
We're not going to
Yeah.
read that. I just wanted you to click it so it'd break your computer.
Thanks, CNN.
I don't want to start this slideshow.
Okay, cool.
Man, I'm going to uninstall
Boston
our,
Globe sucks.
our blocker. This story comes from the Boston Globe.
This was good.
Says, some thought NPR tweeted propaganda. It was the Declaration of Independence.
They've done this.
Yes.
Every
Twitter
year.
Twitter lost its mind. They read it every year on air, but this year they decided to tweet it out. So people were getting upset because their phones started blowing up because they get notifications from NPR. It was 113 consecutive posts in 140-character increments. That was the text of the Declaration of Independence. Some of the responses were just ridiculous
Because they're idiots.
The first one, the first one that they show in here was in Congress, July 4th, 1776. Someone comments on, or someone replied to it, "This is why you're going to get defunded," which I don't understand how that is.
It's because it's Constitution.
Someone else tweeted, "In case you're missing it, looks like NPR has been hacked, tweeting like crazy," because they thought that they were getting spammed.
So how many years in a row has NPR done this?
Not on Twitter. They read it every year on air.
Yeah.
So that's why this was new.
This is on Twitter. This is something that's a different way that they were doing it.
You should read the tweet that they tweeted,
yeah.
and then
241 years ago today, church bells rang out over Philadelphia as the Declaration of Independence was adopted.
And then Brandon
Brandon
Traven.
Traven.
Oh, you're doxing. Oh, wait.
Yeah, they're already in this story, so who cares?
Yeah.
They said this is spam. I get alerts for NPR tweets because they are important. My device is an alarming nonstop.
Yep.
Unfollowing.
So he's basically saying the Declaration of Independence is not important.
But people absolutely freaked out.
Oh yeah.
All right, here's this one. Read this one.
The next one here. Well, let me hang on a second. I want to see.
Jeremy, stop trying to be contrarian. The writings of John Locke are important, but I wouldn't want them to be buzzed to my phone every 30 seconds.
Super
I
annoying.
understand where someone would get annoyed about that. You have muted us for far less tweets.
Yeah, that's
I've
true.
unfollowed you for far less.
Yeah,
tweets.
that's true.
And then I forgot how to fix it sometimes.
Yeah. So there was one that said it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government.
There is a comma.
D.G. Davies. Yeah, there is a comma at the
That
end
implies there's more coming.
The D.G. Davies responded, so, NPR is calling for revolution.
Why not?
Interesting way to condone the violence while trying to sound, quote, patriotic. Your implications are clear.
I think that person came back and apologized in a later tweet, though.
Did they?
One of them that went
That wasn't
pretty
him.
crazy.
That wasn't
okay,
him.
Different one.
We're getting to him.
All right.
Someone else, this Melissa Martin shared a couple.
He looks great. Those glasses are amazing.
Shared
What do you say about white chicks? Oh no, this guy's nuts. He's got
toast.
bacon and toast.
For our audio listeners, his banner reads, St. Patty's Day weekend is like Christmas for you dudes who like white chicks.
Happy something boys. I don't know. It's blocked out. I can't read it.
He's got
So
the shades, though. Whew.
The next one here was someone had shared a few screenshots. One where they said our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act, which may define a tyrant, is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Someone responded with, propaganda, is that all you know how? Try supporting a man who wants to do something about the injustice of this country. Hashtag draining the swamp. And to which someone else responded, they're tweeting the Declaration of Independence with 3 cry faces. Like laughing cry faces. Because people just don't get stuff anymore, apparently.
Everything's in a vacuum today, right?
Well, no, but it's crazy how quickly people will just like react and fire off a tweet without thinking of it.
But that's the whole purpose of Twitter.
Someone else tweeted out these pictures, and they were like, this woman thought that someone hacked the NPR account. She eventually figured it out, though. And she said, you're wasting this. I have no idea what you're talking about. So your case is still unknown. Okay, hack achievement. So who are you? And then she goes, in case you're missing it, looks like NPR's been hacked. Tweeting like crazy.
Her name is Human Being.
Yeah, something like
that. Is she
that.
the mascot for the community college?
Probably.
It's like how in Super Mario Brothers there's the species called Toad, and then there's a guy named Toad.
But the species Toad, there's no gender.
Okay, actually,
They have
Jeremy
gender,
was right.
No.
I have to do a correction here. It was D.G. Davies.
I'm smart.
Who then on Wednesday morning tweeted that, or no, it was later that evening. He said, I tweeted a very dumb comment, but ask yourself, if read to an average American, would they know what you were reading? The Declaration of Independence? I do now. So
Bravo, NPR.
There were a lot of people that
educated
that
DJ.
tweeted
DG.
dumb stuff and then deleted their tweets once they actually figured out what was going on because they felt stupid. So I do have to hand it to DG Davies for keeping it up.
Real.
He kept it real.
And unhinged.
He didn't delete his tweet,
Admitted that he was average.
Yeah.
All right.
But no longer.
We got ruse in the news. This story comes from theguardian.com. It says Volvo admits its self-driving cars are confused by kangaroos.
Yes, Volvo self-driving cars unable to detect kangaroos because hopping confounds its system.
Sorry, I just
Oh, so it wants So it wants things that go specifically between an XY axis.
No, so what they're saying is they've got a large animal detection system that can avoid deer, elk, and caribou. But early testing in Australia shows that it cannot adjust to the kangaroo's unique method of movement.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It sees the kangaroo's like, oh, mate, I think it's a convict. Run it over.
They're probably moving like that because their chains are tied to their feet, so they have to hop.
Full speed ahead.
Next
in here.
Crikey.
next week on Jeremy.
Back again.
Kangaroos. Are they really Australian?
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh, are Australian convicts lives worth more than others? All right, go on, finish this story.
Well, I think the fact that Australia was founded as a penal colony, that should play a role in
Whoa,
this.
a what colony?
So you're saying that
That's what she said.
Yeah.
that their ancestors were mistreated, so they deserve special treatment going forward.
Nathan's like, Mom, if I'm not back tomorrow, don't worry, I'm just going to the penal colony.
My mom doesn't have to know anything about this.
I will stop sending her that text then.
Red alert! Red alert!
I keep
Nathan,
her,
I keep getting these texts from your friend.
Nathan, I keep her updated. I'm sorry.
He just texts me the eggplant and the peach emoji over and over.
And the water splash.
Oh man.
Every now and then a donut.
The donut appears to be made of convicts being launched into space.
That was his reference from earlier.
I know.
It's full circle. Wait.
Mom doesn't get that reference.
Full circle.
Yes, a donut is full circle.
His mom knows what centipedes are, whether they're made of humans or not.
I really enjoyed the first human centipede, but I think they went off the rails with the second one.
9 is just too many people. You know the last one isn't getting enough nourishment.
The centipede didn't even last long enough for the... Never mind.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but this new season, a.k.a. 101.
It's not a new season.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
boy.
off the rails. We're just so excited for Comic-Con.
Yeah. Kyle, can you talk tomorrow at Comic-Con as Arnold?
The whole day.
The whole day.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you want me to talk like Arnold in my costume?
Yes.
I'm gonna wear?
So you people think you're a really confused cosplayer.
What is he doing?
Who is he trying to be?
We should do.
And we'll give
do
some
a segment of that.
Yeah.
We'll give
is
some
happening
backstory. We'll give some backstory. We'll talk about it being an underground comic that was
Get to the chopper.
created in California a few years ago and never really made it off the ground.
Yeah. Well, so did they? Volvo has got to figure this out,
yeah,
right?
they said that what happens is that when it's in the air, it actually looks like it's further away, and then it lands and it looks closer. So it's throwing everything in the system off. But it sounds like they're not expecting to have their driverless cars available until 2020, so they've got some time.
Okay, well.
See,
So it has a depth perception problem.
Yeah, it's the way that they move that the depth perception.
I mean,
throws
technically,
the car
it's the way
off.
they sense the movement. I mean, let's blame the appropriate.
I just
side
figured they'd
here.
use like infrared stuff, like every other weird tracking thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's
And it wouldn't
infrared
pick
or
up
not.
soulless convicts because
Yeah.
they're cold.
Yeah.
Or kangaroos, eh?
It's not how infrared.
That's how heat vision works.
Next week on Journey, how does infrared work? You be the decider.
Infrared, it doesn't work in Australia, mate.
Infrared, Australian for dead.
I love when we destroy Trevor. It is my favorite. It's the best.
I just love just keep going into this. Next week on
So dumb. It's not even a real show.
Yet.
I feel like it has to happen now.
No, it just needs to be set in Australia too, for some reason. All right, that's it. That's all of our news.
All of our news.
All of our news and all of our rules.
Oliver news.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
It's not updated.
Oh no!
Not updated.
It's the wrong one.
Just X and then
Who
it's the
did
first one at the
that?
top.
Trevor. Whose job is
Hey,
it
that's not my job.
to update the poll? Update the poll. Update the poll. Update the poll. All right. So last week we voted in an epic poll on our 100th episode, and
Yes, it was on our 100th episode.
Yep. Don't correct me, Kyle.
I
know.
forgot that we did it last week, but
Vote for the next member of the 404 Club, and it looks like with 62%. Veggie Fails is your winner. This is
Nathan,
the guy.
remind us.
Yeah, Nathan.
Frozen cucumbers.
That was the gentleman who was arrested with meth, and he was trying to break off the needle, and they found some frozen cucumbers that he was planning to use for self-gratification.
Oh.
Well, you didn't imply it was just for himself.
Okay, for himself and possibly others.
It's the cucumber that you share.
Yeah.
All right.
The cucumber that they share.
So it's one of those Japanese cucumbers. They're like really long.
You know what they say? You can't make pickles without cucumbers.
It's a thing. It's a
Without
real thing.
vinegar?
This is our first nomination for the 404 Club, so get your votes in, or get your names in, your titles in. Whoa, that's a lot of guns. This story comes in from the Miami Herald. It says, Florida man shoots himself in the peen and might have a bigger problem.
Yeah, Jacksonville man reportedly sat on his gun and shot his penis. That might not be the worst part of his summer.
That's the technical term.
Yeah, the technical term. So, just let's listen here.
Hold on.
Cedric Jelks pleaded guilty in 2000.
What's his last name?
Jelks.
Oh, I thought you said
Jelks.
Cedric Jokes. I was like, well, that's a weird name.
He pleaded guilty in 2004 to cocaine possession, according to court records. He got 5 days in the county jail, served time, and paid $438. That guilty plea made him a convicted felon. So, a gun on the front seat of his car that he could sit on and consequently shoot himself in the penis with might put him in jail. If prosecuted for possession of a firearm, he faces a minimum of a 3-year prison sentence. According to Jacksonville's Channel 4, Jelks' girlfriend told the police the 38-year-old...
Miami penis shooting news.
All your Miami penis shooting news. The 38-year-old had been outside in his Nissan Altima before hustling into the home.
Sorry, can their slogan at the station just be blammo?
Blammo! I think we got the name for this one.
No, Trevor names it.
Oh, yeah.
His girlfriend told police the 38-year-old had been outside in his Nissan Altima before hustling into the home they shared and heading for the bathroom. Once she learned he'd been shot in the penis, she got him to the hospital where police spoke to her. So there you have it. He sat on a gun and somehow shot himself.
I sat on my sunglasses. I thought that was bad.
I sat on my sunglasses. I almost broke my wing.
I got a narrow urethra.
What?
Gosh dang it, Bobby.
Yeah, Akira says bled to death, hard penis wound. Yeah, that's bad. So, if you're not familiar with this, this is the 404 Club where we nominate people for 404ing on the internet, the news stories of people failing and falling and everything else. So, what you want to do is come up with a creative, witty name for this in our poll.
Yes.
What are we calling it? Eunuch.
Or was it unique? Spelled like eunuch.
That would be his hard.
That's not how you spell eunuch.
Gangster name.
I know. That's why I was saying it's unique.
Unique eunuch. How about that?
Yeah, it's a unique eunuch.
All right, so narrow urethra. Not. All right, so let's see. What do we got? We got some good. Trevor, you got enough to work with there?
I just figured we go with Blammo.
Blammo it is.
Blammo it is.
It's the most appropriate thing.
Blammo.
Blammo.
All right. So
I really like
Log and Fail
mine.
agrees.
Oh, sorry.
Eric's okay. Sorry, we didn't read.
Crazy. What was yours, Nathan? Yours was broke his P-roll.
Oh, like parole.
Yes.
Oh, it's P-roll.
He broke his P-roll.
That's great.
And his penis.
We got one more 404 nomination. Manamana. All right, this one comes from Fox 25 News. It says, police are reporting that a fight over Star Wars and Star Trek led to an assault. I figured this was just right up our alley.
It really sounds like it. Police say that a fight over Star Trek and Star Wars led to an assault in the metro of Oklahoma City.
happened
Jerome
on this set
Dwayne
multiple times.
White, 23, was arrested July 1st on a complaint of assault and battery, possession of marijuana, and outstanding Oklahoma warrants. Oklahoma City Police Department reports that White and another man were in the living room of an apartment when they began arguing if Star Wars or Star Trek was better. The victim told police he became frustrated and stated, "You're just a trick," before walking back to his room. White allegedly followed the man. What?
Who says a
Stupid
trick?
website. I think he called.
Or do you call him a track?
Trekkie.
Like,
Trek-
T-R-I-C-K.
Trick.
I think-
Trick is a
it
slang term for
prostitute?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Never
a
mind.
prostitute's
Yeah.
customer.
I like how you explained that like a dad to a kid that's like, Daddy, what's a trick? Well, you see, son.
Sometimes there are women that we call prostitutes, and they have customers.
When a man has some money. No.
Just any man that has money.
Yeah.
And
so White allegedly
Next week on Geronade, is the trick on you when you go to a prostitute? Find out next week.
Also, what's the treat?
Okay, anyways.
Hey, what's up, Fly Tactic?
Fly Tactic.
He says, did you hear about the guy whose entire left side got cut off? He's all right now.
Ting.
Wait. Why
Fly,
would he
you're
be,
just in time.
Why would he be all right? Wouldn't his left half also be equally him?
No,
but he's all right now.
But
No.
all, yeah.
No, he said alt right.
Yeah.
I have questions.
He lost the left side of his brain.
Well,
to
address
become a Nazi.
them in the chat, Nathan.
All right, so anyways.
So White allegedly followed the man and shoved him to the ground. The victim got back up and told police he stated, "You want to replay that?" and was once again shoved to the ground. Police say White then wrapped his arm around the victim's neck and began choking him. The victim was near unconsciousness when he pulled out a pocket knife. White let go and reached for the knife, cutting himself. He then left the room. Police later arrested White and booked him into the Oklahoma County
Cut
Jail.
himself?
All right, it sounds like he was trying to be a Jedi, and the knife flew up and actually stabbed him instead of just flying up into his hands.
He's force sensitive. He wasn't.
He's force
he wasn't
sensitive.
able to.
Yeah, he
control
couldn't
it.
control it.
Okay.
Yeah. What are we gonna call this one? We got.
You know that sensitivity
Nathan-
disappears if you
Nathan's-
get rid of the force.
Nathan's really upset irrelevant native.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, poor Nathan. I feel bad.
He's yelling at you to shut up.
Star knife fights.
I liked Trek Wars. I liked that one. It was just, I don't know.
Oh,
Gangsta nerds.
That's good.
Hashtag Jeremy can't read. Oh, that's just.
That's just Fly Tactic.
Yeah, it's just,
He's
keeping him alive.
Keeping him alive. Good job. Let's see. I'm trying to think what we
I feel like he has a list, and he just shows up and
shows
says
up.
it's time
He
to
just
end.
remembers them. I'm trying to think like what we could. If we could come up with a better one, but
So Star Trek 1, right? That's basically the fight, right?
is that really the outcome? Did
Yeah,
Star
because
Trek
Star Wars was the
Because
assaultee.
the force
assaulter,
sensitive cut himself.
right? So
I don't know. We're making large.
I think
leaps
Logan got it. Assaulting with the stars.
That's pretty good. The Fault in Your Stars. So that's just a movie I named. That wasn't creative at all.
That was really creative use.
You know,
of
I
that.
bet you could also make that into a book. We should
Yeah.
get that guy John Green or something to write it.
I like the movie. Anyways, you get those. Trevor, you come up with a thing, and you get. Yeah, we did hear about that Fly Tactic. What
The
E3?
new Xbox.
Like a month ago. No, I'm just kidding. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. He asked if we'd heard about the new Xbox.
Sorry, I was just ranting.
I'm pretty sure it was a joke.
Xbox X. No, we love it. We love the new
The
X.
Xbox
Jeremy's
One
gonna
X,
Jeremy's
so that
gonna buy
it's-
4 of them.
So that its acronym is now Xbox.
Yeah. Jeremy's gonna buy 4 of them. All right.
Where we going next?
Where we always go
Emails?
next.
All right.
Have an idea?
I didn't know where to turn.
Mail time. You got mail.
You can email us at iwannagetit@tub.com.
It's time for your emails. Yes. Our Kira says, "Did you hear how Xbox will run on PC?" No, I did not hear that, but I did hear that. I mean, pretty much all the first-party games are going to be on PC, so you can play them on PC. Oh,
Yes, that is
Kyle,
true.
are you ready? What are
I'm
you
ready.
doing? You're playing games
I'm
over
ready.
there.
I got one of those tapper games.
Well,
so
why
you
don't
get
you
that
do
alert.
your reading email
I'm ready.
job? It's
So
your
our
job.
first email comes from Colby from Maryland. They sent us some local news on Facebook, wondering what happens to cause this in the Midwest, and they provided a news article where police
From our
chase
area.
a man on a tractor in Walmart parking lot. This was actually in Omaha. Police chased a man who was fleeing on a tractor Wednesday morning. The officers said the pursuit started at a Walmart near 180th and Center around 12:30 a.m. Authorities said the man was driving around the parking lot screaming for a sandwich and some water.
Give me a sandwich.
Police said the man then
Old
turned out...
MacDonald went to Walmart.
Was this by chance right around 2 a.m.?
All he wanted
it was
was
12:30 a.m. That's what I
Oh,
said.
so it's before the bars closed.
And some water, too.
So police said the man then turned out of the parking lot and ended up smashing through a fence on private property. The man was arrested, but police said he did not go peacefully.
He will not go quietly into the night. Today he celebrates his independence.
That's kind of terrifying, though.
Why?
A police chase with a big tractor. That would probably do some damage to your car if you ran into it, or if it ran into you.
Yeah, true.
Got to be careful around.
You
those
gotta
Walmarts.
watch out with those guys. You know, when you need a sandwich and some water, you
Go to Walmart, of
you don't need
course.
the cops harassing you. You just need to get your sandwich and your water. It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
Fascist.
Irrelevant native says, "Thanks for telling us when the bars close, Jeremy." Hashtag pointless facts with Jeremy.
Good job. Good job, Jeremy.
I think we're the only two he's been dumping on, so Jared and Nate would just be right up his
He would love this
He
show.
would love that show. It'd be great.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
Find out when the bars close next week. So this final. Well, no, actually, we got some more emails. Just kidding.
Yeah, we got
Go ahead.
another email.
Wait, we have emails?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's shocking?
Jolliver sent us some more questions. The first question that he had is, why is Nathan? Anyone?
But in
That
parentheses
seems-
it says.
And then he also asked, why is Eric? Why is Kyle? Why is Jeremy? Why is Trevor?
Are you sure
I
you
don't
didn't imply what is and then the rest of
No.
the points are the questions?
No.
Irrelevant Native
I
says
feel
they'd
like-
subscribe at 10.99 level to watch Jer Nate.
Well,
Let's make it happen.
that is almost at that secret level where you
Can
get
you guys commit to another
not a
stream?
secret
Nathan's
level.
fart jar.
Can you guys commit to another stream?
Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk about that later. Anyways,
I
I
don't
think-
understand the question.
I think Logan has the answer because. That's why.
That's a good answer. Move
That
on.
is a really good answer.
I think that's why. Because for all
Jolliver
this.
also wanted to know favorite bands, sports teams, and/or video games of all time.
So we don't have to do all of them. Someone that just
Yeah.
pick like
Pink
Jeremy.
Floyd.
Pelican Rodeo. Just kidding.
Shameless self-endorsement.
And you know this
Hey,
about
Zelda,
me.
What's up,
Zelda?
I'm really, I like a little Pearl Jam.
Okay.
You know, and some Soundgarden.
Jeremy's rolling. It's because they had a song about you. Is that
No,
why?
I mean,
Yeah, there is a song.
I mean, I prefer
called
like
Jeremy.
Black Hole
Yeah.
Sun from Soundgarden over that.
Oh, okay.
They're like
Black
close.
hole sun Won't you come? Wash away the rain. Okay, so, okay. What about you? Got a favorite video game all time?
All time?
Sports team?
No.
No. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Favorite video game.
You just got
all
Pink Floyd.
time.
You got anything else you want to add to that, Nathan?
No.
Okay.
Not even Pokemon?
No.
Gotta catch 'em all. Nathan likes Fable 2 quite a bit.
Fable, yeah.
I play Fable 3.
Fable 3.
Fable 3.
He,
okay.
he also likes the soon-to-be-released RPG called
Hey, Nathan.
Men in a Tub.
Nathan, I was
The
wondering,
RPG
would
game.
you be interested in playing some Fable for the extra live stream?
Oh,
Okay.
that'd be awesome, yeah.
Because I think you narrating your story would be great for the internet.
Oh, man.
I would
Okay.
love to see that.
We'll have to maybe set that up. Anyways.
All right,
Yeah.
I can get on that.
They'll actually be at Comic-Con, too. I saw that.
Fable?
No, the Extra Life.
Oh.
So
The extra
They
life
have-
people?
Yeah.
they've got a booth.
The real people.
Oh, cool.
So
Trevor, you go. Sports team now. Just kidding.
favorite sports team, Trevor.
Colorado Cincinnati's.
Yeah. That's the one.
That is my favorite team right there. The Colorado Cincinnati.
They score all the goals.
They score all the goals in the nets.
Yeah.
So many
They
points.
play that game with the round ball.
Their main thrower. He's
Their main
so
thrower.
good.
He kicks so hard.
And they've got some guy who
Passes things.
he's like aggressive. Yeah.
Defense. Go defense.
Yeah. Go team.
Anyways, Trevor, for real.
Favorite game all time probably would be Red Dead Redemption.
I knew it. I knew that's what you were
Okay.
going to
I
say.
love that game.
I saw you were playing that for the last 3 nights or something.
I have been playing that quite a bit.
The backwards compad.
Yeah, it runs better now. So.
Oh, cool.
Favorite band probably would be Capital Lights.
Okay. Favorite? Oh, you already said favorite game.
Yeah.
And then the Colorado Cincinnati's. We can quote you on
Colorado
that.
Cincinnati's. I'm going to agree with you on the Colorado Cincinnati's. That's a fantastic team that I think needs to be made, whatever it is.
Just not well known enough.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Kyle, do you want to answer
I don't-
Login Fail's question?
What was Logan's Fail's
I already got
question?
it.
Oh, who writes for Pelican Rodeo?
Oh yes, that's mostly me and Eric.
With some sprinkling of
Callie-
rain.
Callie
other
does a
stuff.
little
Callie's
bit.
done a little bit too.
I tried writing a song for him. They didn't like it.
It was about rubbing
It was
lotion
about
on
rubbing
your
lotion
thighs.
on your thighs. It was not a successful songwriting experience.
Super successful.
Do you really
In the
want
right
to get?
crowds.
Do you really want to get into that song right now?
I don't even remember the lyrics. It was like, rubbing sweet lotion on your thighs. Something like that.
There was a point in time where I tried writing an entire concept album for you guys. I never got very far.
Aw.
I remember.
What was
you
the
did that.
concept?
It was going to be the entire thing was going to revolve around Memento Mori, so it was going to be contemplating death. But then I realized you already have several songs about that, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we like
seemed
to think
redundant.
about. We like to think about
Sorry,
dead
I
songs.
like to write dark things. That's why Kyle's there to write the happier stuff.
The happy stupid tree songs.
Trees. Yeah.
Yeah, the song where you bored down the whole forest.
Yeah.
It's pretty happy,
happy,
pretty
yeah.
cheery.
Jeremy solo song track number 1, Fart Jar. Thank you,
Now
Logan.
I'm trying to picture Jeremy's solo career
It's all built off of Fart Jar.
and lotioning yourself.
Good hydration is
You
important.
get a louder fart with.
So,
Never mind.
so Kyle, you didn't answer.
don't-
Favorite sports team: Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, there you go.
Colorado Buffaloes, Colorado whatever,
Yeah,
Colorado
pretty much anything in
Cincinnati.
Colorado.
Yeah.
The Colorado Cincinnati.
I mean, you're really still there at heart.
What the heck
That's
is
Nathan. What are you doing?
Oh, you freaked me out.
really scared
It
me.
sounded like there was a
ghost.
truck blowing through our studio.
I'm so scared.
I was purring into the mic.
It sounds
I
like
just
classic
figured-
horror movie stuff.
I just figured Eric clicked on a website that had an
Yeah.
ad or something. I was like, what is this?
I would never
racetrack?
click on anything that would distract from this show.
Next time on Jeremy, what's that sound?
Can you name that sound? Is it a ghost or a semi?
Nathan's mouth.
Yeah, no.
No,
so-
I think
favorite band.
Man, that's tough. It changes all the time. I'll go with Manchester Orchestra right now because I'm really excited about their new album.
They're a good band.
They are a really
but they're
good
not
band.
They
an
have a new one?
orchestra.
They're not an orchestra. New one at the end of the month.
Ooh.
Yeah. As far as favorite game, Oh, it's tough.
Boof Boog.
I mean, Boof Boog is pretty awesome, but I think as far as a game that I have enjoyed and that was like for the setting and everything at the time
Call
that I
of
played
Duty
it,
3.
it was probably Red Dead Redemption. That game was, I mean, it was so awesome, and it was something that seemed like it was so different.
Hey, Flank.
So, hey, Flank.
Welcome, bold big Flank. Click that heart.
He's
Make
he's
us.
already, he's already
He's
called
easy.
that.
Oh, sorry.
He,
Yeah.
she, it, them, them.
Oh, it?
Yeah.
That's offensive.
Well, it's non-descriptive.
Well, he was just
I'm
trying
sorry,
to
I'm
swear
sorry.
by saying he, she, it.
Oh, I wasn't. Good. Nice one to slide it under the censors, Jeremy.
Yeah.
High five for sticking it to the man that isn't here because we're on the internet. So I didn't know I'm sorry. I tried to get him to follow. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, no, it's fine. If anyone is watching this right
Eric
now and
forgets
hasn't
things,
followed,
guys.
I
give us
forget
a
to.
follow.
I'm sorry. So that you named them all. So it's my turn.
yeah, I think I named them all.
Favorite sports
It
team.
only took 15 minutes to get favorite song from Kyle, says Meanie Teddy.
Hey, I was cut off.
Favorite sports team. Let's see.
Yeah, we know Flank.
We know Flank.
So,
It's just Eric's.
Sorry
got
we
some-
were harassing
some
you.
slow
just gets
forgetfulness
excited.
sometimes. We remember you.
I do get pretty excited when the Huskers play. I don't know if they're
You
my
do.
favorite sports team, but I do like to watch a Huskers game.
I know you like the Yankees too.
I do like the Yankees when it comes to
You've
baseball.
even got a hat.
I do have a couple
I
Yankees.
will say I used to be a big Redskins fan, mostly because people don't like them.
because you're a racist.
No, because
As far as football goes, I like to watch the Broncos, but mainly, when they had their like good quarterbacks.
Oh, say. Go get that
I like
T-shirt
the,
now.
I watch a lot of the Vikings.
You can still get that sports ball T-shirt
I don't know.
on our website.
I'm not much of a sports guy. I like boxing a lot.
Yeah.
Check out.
You do like
yeah,
boxing.
boxing's good. Do I have a favorite boxer? He's local. Just check out the guy's name. I just forgot.
Crawford.
Terrence Crawford. That's his name. Yeah,
He's the guy that punches people.
He punches people.
He hit someone in the face.
He's really fun.
Punches real good.
Yeah, I'm a bandwagon Bronco fan. No, I was always a Bronco fan from like late '90s. I liked the Broncos.
Logan wants to know if we like UFC.
I don't watch much. I like boxing better. But I get the appeal of UFC. I just feel like it's a little bit. Every fight ends the same way. It's just someone on top of another person just punching them in the face.
Go on.
Yeah, I am the hipster bandwagon type. You got me nailed. Let's see how much more hipster I can get here.
Zelda Ethan did ask, what is your favorite Zelda game?
Favorite Zelda game?
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean Ocarina.
I've only played one.
I've only played one.
I've played more than
I-
Jeremy has.
I played one more.
Yeah,
I wasn't allowed to play Zelda as a kid because
that actually is a really good question. Which one is the favorite Zelda game?
Ocarina.
I guess I played 3.
Ocarina's really good.
I thought
like
that was
the,
a song from
oh,
the
wait.
mid-'90s, but it starts with an M.
I like that. Is it the Seasons one that was on Game Boy Color?
There was
That
there was
one
the
was
Oracle
really
of
good.
Seasons and the Oracle
Yeah.
of something else.
Yeah, I think the other one was Time.
Ocarina.
Or something.
Yeah.
Oracle of Seasons was really good. Breath of the Wild is phenomenal, but Ocarina of Time, I think probably. I would have to agree. Is
of
probably
the 3 that I've played, I'd go Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Jeremy's desperately trying to make a Macarena.
You
joke,
were-
guys.
Macarena.
Well,
okay.
good night, folks.
He doesn't understand what we're talking about, so he's derailing.
Teddy wants to know if I have a favorite shirt or scarf. Thanks, Teddy. Thanks, Teddy.
He does have a couple scarves.
I do. I actually have one scarf, but that's for when it's winter and it's cold.
The most hipster I've ever felt was the time in like September that I.
What was his name?
No. Not this time. No, it was. I went to a frozen yogurt place wearing a flat bill cap, glasses that didn't have lenses, a scarf, and a sweater, and I was like, what am I doing here?
No!
As far as a favorite video game, I feel like
Favorite all time.
All time, man. I don't
That's
like doing
tough.
those. Yeah, I really like. I was pretty excited at E3 because of the remaster.
It's hard
of
enough to do
Shadow.
of the year. Favorite game of
Shadow
the year is hard
Colossus.
enough.
Shadow of the
Shadow of the
Colossus is kind of
Colossus.
always my go-to because that's the one that I just remember having some of the the most memorable experience with that game.
The second
his
Turtles.
His favorite band. I don't know if it's so hard to name a favorite band.
I know.
I
It
can't.
changes. It changes throughout time.
Yeah.
I was trying to go with your hipster vibe, Mumford and Sons.
Mumford and Sons. They're not as popular as they used to be.
Well, if they're not popular, you should like them.
Oh yeah.
I hate how much.
It's true.
I hate how much they
It's true.
kind of fell away because they did something different. Because what they did different was really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep getting annoyed because I tried playing that album and apparently they didn't ship it well because it skips, and so it makes me mad because I'm just like I'll be in wild of mind and so it's like it's like
Yeah.
Trevor, get some Apple Music.
I don't know. Like currently, I'd say Chance the Rapper's my favorite. Like
Ooh,
what I
yeah.
listen to a lot. I like Chance a lot. But then as far as like, I don't know. There's some of those bands like in the late 2000s, early 2000s, I guess would be like, Taking Back Sunday, Brand New. Some of those bands were really good.
Oh, I didn't mention Randy Travis if we were talking
Randy
country.
Travis. I like Garth Brooks.
Yeah,
but back in the day.
Garth's
Garth Brooks,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, there's always
do not.
There's always Johnny. Johnny is like,
of course,
Johnny,
Johnny
I mean,
Cash.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
easy though.
but that's like you can't not like Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you do, you're dumb.
Wow. Shots fired.
Yeah.
Are you dumb? What's your intelligence level?
Find out next week on
Jeremy.
a podcast.
Hint, hint. If you don't like Johnny, you're dumb, according to Jeremy. All right. So that I don't know. I think that kind of wraps it up the best that we could.
Yeah. Jolliver also wanted some parental advice, anything that was real and recommended by Nathan. He wants some parental advice from Nathan. So Nathan, take it away here with your best parental advice.
Well, you see, son, sometimes in a young man's life, you'll meet a young lady, and
Oh no!
Trevor's like, young? Why does it have to be young?
Oh, this is a nightmare.
and you'll wish that she was a
All
granny,
that taut skin.
and you just gotta settle. You gotta settle for the young ones.
Oh no, this is terrible.
No, this
parenting
is
advice.
bad advice.
No,
I
he said sometimes
He
you'll
said you
want
have to
you'll
settle
want it.
for the young ones.
You didn't hear what he said before. He said that you want a granny. You want someone that's old like a granny.
Settle for the young ones.
All right, we're done with Nathan's advice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That wasn't even parenting advice.
That was an attempt.
And then his last comment was a pie thrown across the room at least once. I don't think that's going to happen. We don't have a nice enough
Not
studio.
tonight, at least.
No.
Maybe at
We only
Thanksgiving.
throw pop cans.
Yeah, thanks. You'll have to wait until Thanksgiving when Jeremy has his second annual super dinner
Because we
special.
have to do it every year.
Yeah, you'll throw.
You've started
What's
as
happening?
President.
You'll throw it then. All right, so we've got one other thing here. Nathan came across a business card, and it was from a man. I'll just read what's on the business card. This is Jerry Price, time traveler, hiker, traveler, bowler, dancer, umpire, generally crazy fun guy. Now, why would you put time traveler on your business card? Is it a joke? Like, is he just like, I'm just traveling through time. Like, life's just passing me by because I'm having so much good time.
Actually, he'd be passing life.
Yeah, that's true.
by.
But what I don't get it. Like, you think he seriously thinks he's a time traveler?
I don't know. That one was on its line by itself. That's not even listed with his
And I
other
mean, if you are a
accomplishments.
time traveler, is there ever such a thing as like too late to call?
I don't know. So
Guess we'll find out.
we're gonna attempt to call him, but usually these things fail miserably. So let's hope it fails.
Eric setting the
Oh
bar
no!
low.
Hang on. Can I before you do this? There's something that needs to be addressed here.
Quick.
Jolliver says I can wait for pie throwing, and then he added on Saturday I'm smuggling in pies.
Ooh.
4:30, guys. At 4:30, that's when you want to bring them in to the Richard room,
Pie throwing. Can
which
you
is
disprove?
long for.
No, I can't disprove he's. I can't disprove him. But I would figure we talk to him, find out.
Yeah.
He's gonna say we're all time travelers.
Good. I hope so. I don't know if he's. This call is free. Okay, good.
Just remember to cut it off if it's
Voicemail.
yeah.
It's trying to call. but I don't
hear it.
I don't hear it either. There it is. Okay, I'll try to hang it up if it gets to voicemail. I'm trying not to dox this poor time traveler.
No!
Shh.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jerry?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Jerry, I came across your business card, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what you do, and mainly the time traveling thing. Is that like a true thing, or is it a joke, or what am I to believe about that?
Oh no, that's just a card. I mean, I'm on the road. I travel all the time. That's all. I'm not making any money doing anything like that. That's my personal card to introduce myself to people. Now, who am I talking to, by the way?
My name is Eric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I met a number of people in the past week. That's why I'm asking.
No, I found your card lying in a spaghetti joint in Omaha.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, in Omaha. Okay.
Yeah. So are you from the area, or are you from?
No. I was at the College World Series last week.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I was very intrigued by your card. You had a lot of titles, I should say, but the time traveling thing.
That's my personal introductory card. I'm a retired guy. Right now, I'm on the road, traveling from Glacier National Park to Las Vegas. So I'm on the highway just south of Salt Lake City right now.
Wow. Okay. So what's the story with the time traveling thing? Where did you get that reference from, or what does that mean to you? I'm just kind of curious.
Well, it's just a play on words. You know, I mean, I travel all the time. I'm a big science fiction fan, and I'm a time traveler in that I travel all the time. That's
okay.
I'm a retired guy. I act like I'm a young guy. Hey, that's all. Interesting that somebody put my card in there because I didn't do it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. What's your favorite time traveling movie then? Because if you like sci-fi, I gotta know.
Oh
that.
well, I mean, Star Trek had all kind of time travel. Actually, last night, at Glacier National Park, I watched start of a time travel thing called the Lake House, a 15-year-old movie with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, and let's see, my favorite father-son movie was called Frequency. It was Dennis Quaid and the guy who played Jesus in the movie. I can't. Talking to each other over radio for 30 years apart. A lot of stuff like that.
What about Back to the Future? That's my personal favorite time travel.
That's great stuff.
But is that too cheesy? I've
seen all three of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, you could kind of look at it maybe like on a quantum mechanics level, like maybe there's multiple dimensions around us. I mean, that could be.
How old are you, Eric? How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, all right. I'm 67. All right.
Okay, so you've been to a lot of different dimensions then at your age.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I do all the stuff that's on the bottom of that card. I live in Las Vegas, and but yeah, I was there. I was an LSU guy. I'm an LSU fan, so I was there for the College World Series.
So you're a dancer too, then?
Yep, I go dancing. Yep.
What kind of dance? Like, I picture you as swing dancing. Okay, I was gonna peg you as a square dancer, but that was wrong. Sorry.
No, that's wrong.
I'm sorry.
I'm a swing dancer. I do. We used to call it jitterbug, back in the day, but now they call it East Coast swing, West Coast swing, whatever you want to, stuff like that. But rock and roll, play me some rock and roll music. Let's dance. That's what I did.
Yeah. Well, this was a special treat. I didn't know. I thought maybe I'd be calling a crazy person who thought he was a time traveler, but I had a pleasant surprise when it's someone a lot more sane than I had expected. So that's.
I'm just a guy out having a whole lot of fun, man.
Yeah. No, that's good. Do you call Vegas home then? You said.
Yes. Okay. I will be there. I'm still on the road. I'm going to drive all the way in tonight. I'll get there at about 2 o'clock Vegas time in about 4.5 hours.
So
still driving.
if I was a fan of your lifestyle, how would a man like myself live such a way? You know, how do you travel and make that a living?
Well, no, I retired early. I retired when I was 57.
Oh, you retired. That's right. You told me that, didn't you?
I retired. I managed to save enough money. I worked for a big company, and they did profit sharing and all that, and I saved enough money to where I could retire at age 57. And I'm a single guy, okay, so I don't have anybody telling me what to do or what I can't do.
So you get the ladies, right? Getting the ladies.
That's right. So that card is kind of my introduction to a lot of women that I meet, and I had 2 or 3 dates the week and a half I spent in Omaha.
That's pretty good. You know, I got a buddy of mine, and I mean, he's younger. He's like 25 or something, but he loves the old ladies. I tell you, we say he likes post cougars. He's like, I don't know how old he's 20 something but man, he loves older women. Probably about you're older than your age actually. Like you got a nice cool 67, but he loves like 70 plus at least. Like it's. But anyway,
he must be. He's out to get some money from them, I guess.
That's what we've been saying for years. But he says it's love, so I don't know. We'll find out.
He wants to be somebody's nurse.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, that's pretty good.
You want to take care of them when they're when they're crippled and in bed and all. No, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's a liar. So anyways, well, man, it's been good to talk to you. I'm glad I called this number. I don't normally call random numbers, but this business card it intrigued me.
If you want to shoot me an email, it's on the card.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe.
Right.
It's good talking.
What do you do for a living, Eric? What do you do?
I host a podcast. For a
okay.
living. Yeah, it's a big thing on this thing called Twitch. It's a live internet thing called Men in a Tub. But yeah, that's what I do.
Maybe you could put me onto that. Yeah.
I'll think about it. Yeah. I'll definitely think about it. We'll have to talk again. Nice to meet you, Mr. Price. Good talking to you. Have a good night.
All right, take care. All right, bye.
Well, there you have it.
I feel like we got his permission.
I know, right?
That was different.
That guy was awesome.
I was really waiting for you to turn that around and be like, "Well, actually, we're doing our podcast."
No, you couldn't.
I didn't want to do that because he might have been startled by that.
He might be checking us out though. Now he told him where
It was just enough delay.
Bold Big Flag says busted.
That did not go how I expected,
Not
but it was
one bit.
great nonetheless.
It was good.
Was good, yeah. Seems like an interesting guy.
He seems like a guy who's just having a good time.
You went on 3 dates.
No, I thought he said 3.5. I was like, how'd you get a half
there was
date?
a little person.
Login says, "I love him. Please have him on."
Yeah, we'll just call him
I was
up
thinking
and
the same
check.
thing. Right?
I thought you were
going to
do
just gotta give him a call.
I thought you were going to ask him to come back to Omaha for Comic-Con because he likes the sci-fi.
Yeah, I know. We'll just call Jerry up sometime and get him on the show. So yeah, there was good old Jerry. Well, it's been fun. I think that wraps us up for tonight. Finally, a successful call.
I'm gonna look for my retired.
We did it.
I'm gonna plan out my retirement business card now.
Yeah, you should do that. Time traveler.
It's pretty soon.
Jeremy Hall.
For me.
This is the end of the show, but we don't want to leave without forgetting to thank our Patreon peeps. These are our fine people who have invested in us and let us get copyright claims every week on our show, and we can still make it our livelihood because of you. So thank you for being a friend to all of our Patreon peeps who support us at a level co-producer or higher.
Yes.
That means you used to give us $10 a month or more, and we appreciate that very much.
Oh, Jewbeard said he just came in now, and it's over.
I'm sorry.
Well, here's the good news.
No.
It'll be on YouTube. It'll also be on iTunes.
You can watch it right now on Twitch.
Yeah, you can rewatch it on Twitch
Yeah.
and get it from the beginning and catch the rest of it. So that's the best part about this.
And-
It's available in multiple platforms afterwards.
And you can get the notice every single time, but it's always 9 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Irrelevant Native said, sorry, my bad, I went away. Did you miss our call with Jerry Price?
Did you miss Jerry?
Jerry is amazing.
Nobody delete his number from the agenda.
Yeah, leave it
we
in
might
there.
need to check in with Jerry.
We need to check in with him later.
So
you might need to send him an email. Let him know you want to check in with him.
J. Albert,
ask him if he's got any friends for Trevor.
I love how he just called him out as being a straight up liar.
He's a liar.
He's just in it for the money. No one wants to be.
Sorry,
taken care
Trevor.
of.
I didn't mean to offend you. I forgot your age.
And
you're 27, aren't you?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you were just trying to keep it a little anonymity.
Anyways.
Jewbeard says Jerry MVP.
Truth. Anyways.
Most valuable prank call.
Yes, that's true. MVPC. The Colorado Cincinnati's. All right, everybody.
Cincinnati.
It's been swell. You know what? Screw
I
our
know, we're
normal.
doing it.
We're
We're going out
We're
with-
signing off the whole thing. Good night, everybody.
Next week on
Gerenate. We'll come up with something better to say. But
Yeah, don't forget to come to Comic-Con.
Comic-Con this weekend. Yes. I love you all. Hugs and kisses and love.
Follow our Instagram and you can see all the fun live all week long, weekend long.
You would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. I love
Kitty
you all.
cows.
Well, that was abrupt.
Wow, really?
Well, the song ended.
I know it was an abrupt ending of a song. Can you just end it one more time, like the last little bit of it?